couple things. Welcome to week 3, you guys. Very, very exciting. Because I don't know if any of you checked the standings or not, or noticed on our what page should we post it on? Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram. But we leapfrogged from 3rd place to 2nd place. And guess what? Counting today, we have 3 more opportunities to take 1st place away from Owatonna. Who here would like to be in 1st place? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, you guys, and it's well within reach. Okay, what it's going to take to get there? We got to chip away. We're not going to get there in 1 week. However, if we put together the best day that we've seen yet, which is the most incredible weather we've had to shoot in probably in 2 or 3 seasons, I might add, it's today, you guys. Okay. So being focused, that is everything, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So last week we had a couple of 5x5s with squad number 2 of Ian Sevchik, Mason Sevchik, Chase Beckius, Braden DuPay, and Luke Gugasberg 3 weeks in a row. Hey, we're not paying your dental bills, by the way. If all those dilly bars are going to rot your teeth, we can't help it, so make sure you brush your teeth. Yes.
Mic closer.
I can do that. Mic closer. Couple things to note before I go any further. We're live right now in Northfield Live, which is why I'm holding a microphone and we have a camera there on us. So best behavior, right? All right. 3 weeks in a row for that squad having a 5x5, which is pretty awesome. Calvin Benson, Owen Sexton, Max Pumper, Mason McCure, and Sebastian Meyer also had a 5x5. Squad number 8, Ben Elbers, Parker Malika, Max Byler, Riley Moon, and Owen Reese also had a 5x5. So, hey, Coach Beckius, do we have plenty of dilly bars? We do. We do have lots of dilly bars. 25 straight and trap last week. Kelvin Benson, Ian Sevchik, and Owen Sexton all had 25s last week. In the rain, I might add. 24s. Ben Elbers, Braden DuPay, Carter Summer, Charles Pouts had 2 24s. Come grab some come closer. Yes. Charles Pouts had 2 of them. Corbin Underdahl, Ian Sevchik, Kian Morshing, Mason Sevchik, Nolan Feldhake, Parker Malika, Sam Matthews, and Sebastian Meyer all had 24s. So close. We also had a 50 straight at Skeet by Mr. Tad Stanton. Actually, I'm going to tell you it was 51 technically because we had a broken target that he had to go back and shoot again. Also in Skeet, Mason Sevchik shot a 24. Our Skeet team continues to be in 1st place. So way to go, guys and gals. A couple of things about today. As I told you, the opportunity is huge for us to take that first place spot from Owatonna, okay? And it's going to start today. We're going to need probably all 3 weeks to do it because they are a very good team. So are we. So I need you guys to concentrate today. I need you to be focused. I need you to support each other. And everybody think positive together. And we can definitely come out breaking targets here today. It is also picture day. Over at the Lucky Lady at the front porch, you will see from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, you must get your picture taken. Whether or not you are ordering pictures does not matter. Each of you must go over and get your picture taken because they stitch together our team photo. So we do need you to get your picture taken. Bring your gun. Make sure it is safe. Action's open. Safety's on. Muzzle's up at all times. But make sure that you get a picture with your guns as well. Coaches, same things. The coaches are going to all get their pictures taken so we can stitch everybody together for some good team photography. Let's see. Going back to the Northfield Live, we have Lance here today. Lance, do you want to say a couple things?
Sweet. Hey, all you, I'm sure some of you are not familiar with Northfield Live. It's a streaming service that we do for a lot of Northfield activities. And for those of you that aren't familiar, if you have parents or grandparents that have never been able to see you shoot or see what this even looks like out here, send them a quick text at northfieldlive.com. It's free for them to watch at all times. Okay. Today, I think Coach had already said he's going to come by and talk some. We'd asked all your squad leaders to come by after your rounds. We'd like to get a couple minutes with each of you. It's going to be softball, easy questions for all of you. Okay, we're not going to drill you down on any techniques or anything like that, but it'll give you a little chance to be on air, talk about the sport that you guys love, and promote it and promote yourselves. So we'd really appreciate if you'd all, anybody that's also not squad leaders, if you want to come by and just chat, you are absolutely welcome to. We are always hiring Northfield High School students to do more of this kind of stuff around all kinds of activities. We have lots of different roles. So we're glad to be here, and good luck today. Thanks.
Thanks, Lance. So, yes, you heard Lance say that we are going to have squad leaders. So after you shoot, I would like the squad leaders, after they shoot, to come and have a conversation. Just takes a quick minute. Just come on over to the team tent, and Lance will just have a quick conversation with you about how your squad shot and anything else that you guys want to add to that. We're going to have coaches doing the same thing, and frankly, anybody that wants to come over and have a quick conversation live on the air, this is our big opportunity, you guys. This is the first time that we've ever been able to have this live. There's a lot of people who don't know anything about how great the biggest sport in our school is. And I could not tell you guys enough how extremely proud I am of how all of you have shot this year and what we have in front of us. I really think we have an amazing opportunity to be state champions, not just at Skeet, but trap as well, for the first time ever in our school history. So it all depends on you guys. Go out today, have a good time. Make sure you know where your squads are, and let's go out and have some fun. Thanks, you guys. Hey, well, one quick thing. Almost forgot. We are doing a Shoot the Hat today for Chase Beckius and Corbin Underdahl. So please line up out in front here after they are done. They're still shooting over there, so we got to wait a few minutes. Never mind. We moved it over here. So we're going to shoot between 3 and 4. So grab your guns and let's go have a little fun. Chase and Corbin Underdahl. Middle, please. Hey, can we have Corbin and Chase in the middle, please? Okay, everybody, keep your actions open and your muzzles up. Safety on. We're going to make sure everybody has a shell. Everybody have a shell here? Give me a nod. Okay. All right, when I say, I'm going to ask you to load, take aim, and then on the count of 3, you may shoot. What? We need one more up here. Yep. We these two hats out here. Okay, everybody. In the fine tradition of Raider Clay Target for shooting a perfect 25, Corbin Underdahl and Chase Beckius, please load your guns. Take aim. 3. Excellent. Action's open. Muzzles up, please. All righty, here we go. Corbin and Chase, come on out, guys. All right, you guys, here we go. What do you think of those hats? Pretty nice. It's got your name on the underside and the date you shot it. And let's go ahead and get a picture of the two of you, please. All right. Great job. Let's do it again.
I cannot.
Yeah, Joey, we can't hear ourselves. Can't hear yourself. Oh, yeah, because I
Yep.
turned it down. Yeah.
I got you now.
I remember. There we go. I turned it down from the prom. Test. There we are. And Pete, you can hear me?
I can.
All right. Little on air live production.
That's always good.
Boom. Whoop. All right. For those of you that don't know, this is Pete Mergens, head coach of the Northfield trap team.
It is indeed, and it is a pleasure.
Yeah, this is a great day, first of all. You could not ask for a more beautiful day. It must be like right around 70 degrees and sunny and no wind out here today, so we're blessed for that.
We don't usually get the opportunity to shoot in nice weather. I think our team history has been very much of that.
Yeah, last week, let's step back just another step.
Sure.
So we're not getting our heads cut off there. Last week I was out here, and boy, it was terrible. The rain, and you guys shot right through it.
Yeah, we were able to overtake the second place team and jump into second place this week, even with the crummy weather we had last week. So we're pretty excited about that.
That is spectacular. Let's take a couple steps back here, and let's actually recap last year a little bit, because I want to make sure
Sure.
we get it covered. Last year, you guys won. What did you win? You tell me the section and.
So actually, our Skeet team won the Class 1A for our team, which was our first year as a Skeet team for Northfield High School. So
your first year, you won the section.
Yep. Well, we actually won the section and won the state title for Class 1A last year. So it was a big deal. We were pretty excited about that, to say the least. We came a little short on the trap team. Trap is it's a little bit harder to explain. So we had, I think, 94 kids last year on our on the trap team and 10 kids on the Skeet team. We ended up falling short by 2 targets at the state tournament.
Out of hundreds that are shot, correct?
Yep. Actually, I misspoke. At the state championship, which is the finals, if you will, before the state tournament.
Okay.
That determines if you go to the state tournament or not. So we didn't get to go to the state tournament as a trap team.
Right.
We did as a Ski team, and of course ended up state champs at that. We did later on in the summer go to nationals, though, with our trap team, and not only did we qualify in the finals, but we ended up taking 24th in the nation out of the best in 37 states.
Wow.
So, it was a good honor.
Is that a team going, or is that a bunch of individuals that are going and then made that score cumulatively?
So the team, in any case, all we can do is take the 5 best scores that we have.
Okay.
That's what determines out of 500. That's what determines it. So our 5 best athletes that, shoot usually about a 95 out of 100 is what it takes just to get to, the state tournament.
Yeah.
So you need to have 5 individuals that can pretty much be a 24 average.
That's
so pretty exciting.
So let's talk for a very second. We'll talk a little about what does that take to do that. This is a very mental game. It's a physical game as well, but the mentality to be able to keep that level of focus. Talk about what that takes to shoot a 24 out of 25 consistently.
Yep. So these students, keep in mind, they are starting in 6th grade, ranging all the way up to seniors. And a lot of these kids start in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. And while they might have some success early on, it really takes the mental side of it doesn't kind of come together till they mature. And so usually 11th and 12th grade is where that kind of all comes together. So we are very fortunate because of the methodology that we teach these kids. the methodology I'm talking about is 1984 Olympic Dan Carlisle.
Okay.
Olympic, I think he was either the bronze or the silver medalist. I can't remember. I know he's had lots of accolades nationally and, of course, on the international stage with the Olympics. So we started teaching that methodology. This is our 5th season of it, and it's really had a big impact. We have, out of our 91 students that are shooting right now, I think last week we had...
There, it looks like we just cut out there to that a little bit.
We had 40 students had an average of 20 or better last week, which is why...
In the terrible weather.
Which is why we were able to jump into second place. And today, with nice weather, we're hoping that Owatonna is in first place right now, and we have a little bit of work to catch them.
Okay.
But we have 3 weekends left, counting this one, and so we'll see. We might be able to take first place. It's a real possibility.
On the methodology, quick, and you tell me when you're ready to go. We'll get some other people in here.
Sure.
But on the methodology, quick, is that like footwork? Is it where you start with your gun, or how you follow through?
It's everything.
A lot
you
of
just
things.
said.
I'm sure there's.
But it's where we have our hold points and focal points.
Yep.
Okay. So we have what's called a hold point, a focal point where they're actually looking, and then a break point where we like them to break the target. And there are 2 or 3 different methodologies out there. And this is, in our opinion, probably the best. And so we train our coaches. I have 26 assistant coaches to me.
That's amazing.
Which is amazing.
That is amazing.
But we train our coaches every single year. And they go through a classroom process. And then they also, we take it out to the range, and they have to learn how to shoot. So if they don't have any experience, we don't want them teaching our kids without their own personal experience out there. So it's made a huge difference.
So now let's switch to the athlete. You were talking about experience. When you were saying before that they could even start as early as 6th grade, is that correct?
Yep.
With this team? But let's say whether they're 6th graders coming out or sophomores, juniors, I'm going to guess that you would still take them and you're going to help teach them. They need to have their hunter safety, though, correct?
Yep. You cannot be on this team. It's a Minnesota State High School League-sponsored sport. And between the high school itself, the Minnesota State High School League, and the Department of Natural Resources, you must have hunter safety and gun safety education.
Do the parents or does somebody in the family need to have a gun for them to do that?
Generally speaking, yes. We do try and have something available in the short term, but if you're going to shoot this, yes, it's usually a family gun, or they go out and buy one. So.
Yeah. But you would be willing to help them. You don't need to go get a field gun, right, to be able to do this. It's not expensive. We're not talking about a $2,000 trap gun here that you have to go get, right?
Yep. Yeah, we will take any student, whether they have any experience or not, and teach them the sport and the etiquette of the sport.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal. We have many times in past years been complimented at the state level for how our kids respond and act, and I would say it's pretty even across the board with all the schools when we go to the state championship and to nationals and things of that nature. But I am most proud of my students because they are actually learning the etiquette like you would have in golf or anything else. And safety is obviously the most important factor. There are millions of rounds that have been shot in 14 years now of the USA Clay Target League, and there's been no accidents. So there's been no injuries, no accidents, no nothing. And it goes back to that gun safety element.
Gun safety, education, all those things, being familiar with it, correct? Let's see. What other questions did I have? We covered off on what you won last year. Oh, and then my phone just went dark. We're gonna be having the kids come through here once they're around. So explain a little bit about who's shooting right now and how that works.
Yeah, right now we basically have our varsity shoot first. So really there's 4 trap houses out here today. and there's 5 students at each of the 4 trap houses, and they have to shoot 2 rounds of 25.
Right.
So they shoot 25, they take a brief break. You can see on Trap House 2 and Trap House 3 right now, they're in between rounds, so they're going to shoot their second round. And I think number 1 and 4 is already on their second round. So it takes between 12 and 15 minutes to shoot a round, and then that squad will be done for the day. Then we have another 4 squads of 5 kids. That's how we managed to get 91 kids to be able to compete at one time in one day.
Yep.
So they're staggered throughout the day, every half an hour. We have mandatory safety meetings that take place before at 2:15 and 3:15. So the kids that are shooting at 4:30 or even 5 o'clock, they got to be here for the 2:15, or excuse me, the 3:15 safety meeting. So safety is paramount in what we push every time they come out to the field.
Of course. Let's talk again a little bit even more in depth about the sport itself. So you already mentioned there's 5 athletes out there at each time. So and there's 5 spots, right?
Yep.
So they each taking 5 shots from each one, and then they rotate, correct?
They do. So you'll see right now our camera's on Trap House 2.
Yeah.
You'll see that they're actually just getting ready to start. The first person who is in position number 1, that's Corbin Cup. Corbin is the squad leader today for that squad.
Okay.
So actually there's a brief hold here. It looks like our coaches are just checking the equipment and going downrange to look and make sure that the targets are throwing correctly. But what will happen is Corbin will look at the rest of his squad mates, and he'll ask to see a target. And what they're actually doing, you'll see most of them are holding their finger or their thumb up. And what they're actually looking for is how high that target flies.
Okay.
So if that target today, it's a nice calm day, it's going to come out of the trap house and it's going to go up, and it'll eventually lose its momentum and it'll start falling. And we want to make sure that we are breaking that target before the target starts to fall.
Got it.
It makes it a lot more difficult to shoot when it is on the downward trajectory.
So, and now how many different, because the trap house oscillates through there, how many different angles are there that it throws out?
So the trap house, the trap is thrown from the same spot every time at 42 miles an hour. And there's an angle both left and to the right that it is set to, but it oscillates or rotates, so you have no idea where in that angle that bird is going to fly. So for each of these students, part of this methodology that I was telling you about, we're setting up with our hold point over the trap house, so it's set up for a straightaway.
Okay.
So if you're on station number 1, as an example, and you've set up for the straightaway, on station number 1, there will never be a target that goes to the right.
Okay.
It'll only be a straightaway or to the left, because that's the furthest angle to the right.
Got it.
So 85% of the time, that target's going to go to the left. So, maybe 15% of the time, it's going to be a straightaway.
Okay.
So they set their gun up with a hold point for the straightaway, but their eyes are looking out over the corner of the trap house.
Okay.
Because they need to see the target before they can move to it and break it.
Okay.
It actually looks like we're having some technical difficulties on Trap House 2.
Yeah, I'll switch to number 3 here.
Okay.
There they are.
This is one of our kind of all of these squads, just to be clear, at the first half an hour are our best shooters generally. That's Tad Stanton that just crushed that bird. We have, like I said, amazing group of kids out here shooting this first half an hour. And looks like they were shorted a person today, so they only have 4 shooting. But you'll see it's rotated over back to Tad again, and then it goes to the next station, right down the line till they shoot 5 times at each station. And Carter Summer with a nice break right there. So So you're going to see a lot of broken targets with these first group of kids. And you'll also see that sometimes they just chip them, but most of the time, just like Tad right there, they crush them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, any kind of a chip or visible piece of that target that comes off counts as a broken target. But when you're zoned in or on, you're crushing your targets, and that's what you're seeing from most of the kids out here today.
Yep. So now they're rotating.
Yep.
And again, you said there's only 4 of them in this group, but they still got to shoot 5 from every station.
Yep. So just like when we were kids and we had a ghost runner, a ghostie on second base.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
We have a ghost shooter here. He or she is on station 2. We can't see her, but trust me, she's there.
Yep.
So they'll rotate through, and now we have Corbin Underdahl taking a shot here. And just like downtown, he's crushed those targets.
So it might be out of our camera angle, but it looks like you have a scorer and 2 coaches at this one that we're pointed at right now. That's pretty normal. Again, you said you had 26 assistant coaches. So
on any given day, we have a score person and 2 coaches on each station. We also have a certified range safety officer. I am one of those as well.
Okay.
So we have a couple coaches that have their certification for that. So, their job is just to constantly be looking for any unsafe gun handling or anything like that.
Any coaching opportunities.
Any opportunity they have to coach safety, that's what we are looking for.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But yes, we also have a couple of roaming coaches.
Okay.
Because on a day like today where it gets a little warm.
Yep.
We are looking to give those coaches a break from time to time. So,
one more question about trap, and then I got some other stuff for you here.
Yep.
But so right now, the squad leaders, they start on number 1, right? And they're a little bit about what are their responsibilities, and that rotates weekly, correct?
Yep.
Who the squad leaders are?
Rotates weekly, so everyone in a squad will have an opportunity to be a squad leader, but that squad leader is basically leading their team. Those who may or may not be familiar with trap shooting, we are competing from the 16-yard line, so we're 16 yards back from the targets as they come out, and
that's from the front of the trap house.
That's correct.
Okay.
So when you'll notice there's a sidewalk that leads out to it. There are markers all the way up to the 27-yard line. And so that's where we start, and our squad leaders lead their squad down the concrete path and help them ready themselves and set themselves up, calling for targets and things of that nature, and basically in charge for the day of their squad.
That's awesome.
Yep.
This is great. Anything else you want to talk about with trap before we ask about? Because I'm not sure if you're going to get busy here. We'll cover Skeet here before we move on. But is there anything else with trap that we?
Yeah, things are a little bit easier for me for the first hour because we have our seasoned shooters here.
Right.
It's after that things get a little busy trying to teach the sport. But I think trap is a pretty self-explanatory. Skeet is definitely a different animal.
Yeah.
We have only 10 kids on our Skeet team. By design, most of the schools will have anywhere between 10 and 15. There might be a school that has 20. So 5 students make up a squad. We only have one Skeet house here. So we can't handle more than 2 squads.
Yep.
It's just too much. There's no time in the day for us to do it. And the Morristown Gun Club is only open 2 days a week for 4 hours at a time. So just like anything, all these gun clubs that were out there 14 years ago were kind of dying on the vine.
Yeah.
And now they're completely revitalized. In fact,
this is new within the last 2 years, correct?
Yeah. So I'm on the board here at the Morristown Gun Club as well, and the 4 schools that shoot here, the Northfield Raiders, the WEM Buccaneers, the Bethlehem Academy Cardinals, and the Faribault Falcons all shoot here. And because of those kids, we've been able to put in 2 more trap houses and a Skeet house since the beginning. We redid all the the sidewalks here. We redid the parking lot. We were able to put in a new wobble house, which is another form of the sport. So it's been a huge boon, just like all the other gun clubs out there that have all these schools vying for their time. So it's pretty cool.
Let's talk about Skeet really quick before you have to take off. So with Skeet, I'll just have you, I know it's a horseshoe and we got a lower house and a high house. You'll show it. We'll put a camera down there once it starts, but explain a little bit now if you could.
Yep, you did real well. So unlike trap comes out of one house, one location, the same angles, the same speed. On Skeet, we have 2 throwers. One is in a high house or a tower, and the other is in what we call the low house. It comes out about waist high. But those 2 targets cross each other. So it is in a half circle. The first position being right underneath the high house, so that first target comes screaming right out over your head. And the low house will then come at you from the other side. And so the students end up shooting 4 times, basically, a single high house, a single low house, and then they have to shoot a pair. And they do that on Station 2, which if you look at it like a clock, so 9 o'clock would be Station 1, Station 2 might be, call it 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 or
7:30.
Yeah, yep.
But Station 2, the same thing. They shoot a high house, a low house, and a pair. And then Station 3, 4, and 5 are just single targets that are basically shot from the middle.
Yep.
And so those are targets you have to lead now because they're flying across your body at the 6 o'clock hour. So then it circles back around to number 6 and 7, which are the exact opposite of 1 and 2. Same thing. You shoot a high house, low house, and then you shoot a double. But then you're shooting the low house first when you're on this side of the arc. And then the last one is actually in the very middle between the 2 houses, and that's Station 8. And those targets are actually thrown right over your head. Like, I think it's maybe 10 yards. So your shot pattern is literally the size of the target.
Wow.
So it's very difficult. You have to be very focused to shoot those. So last week, Tad Stanton actually ran a straight 50.
Straight 50?
Straight 50, yep.
That's awesome.
Our ski team is exceptional, and we have several kids capable of doing that. So that'll be something you'll want to tune into in about a half an hour here when we get going on the Skeet side.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
So now we'll start getting, I think the first group is starting to finish up. So now hopefully the squad leaders will start coming by with their scores. Is that what they were? Just something, a couple of things that we can chat with each one of them about, and anybody else that wants to. And yeah. All right. We'll maybe catch up with you later.
Sounds good. Thanks, Lance. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks. All right. There you go. Oh, yep. Thanks, Pete. So now we're pointed out there. What is that? House number 2. And I'm not sure where. There's my piece of paper, Joey, if you want to hand me that. Joey, we probably should have. Go ahead and put your headset on.
What's up?
We should have probably had a headset on you.
Probably. I was running around fixing cameras and stuff.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Joey, for doing all this stuff, getting some different camera angles. And we've never been here, of course, before. I've been here with my kids shooting, but it's totally different when you got to try and set up cameras and all that stuff. We got Tad Stanton coming in here, Joey, if you want to give him a headset.
Yeah, we have Tad Stanton joining us here as we'll grab him a headset as soon as I get it untangled.
All right, we'll back up here a little bit, Tad, so we can we'll go ahead and let Joey get a picture in here. And Joey, you can get in back up in here too if you can get it.
We'll just go with you two, and I'll just be it right off here.
Oh, okay. All right. Joey's off.
You'll know I'm out here.
Yeah. All right, Tad. How's it? To introduce yourself first.
I'm Tad Stanton.
Let's put your mic almost. Let it go ahead and touch your lips even a little bit.
Right there.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm Tad Stanton. I'm one of the team captains this year, and
yeah. And yep. So you've been shooting for how long?
2 years.
Just 2 years.
Yep.
And Pete already bragged about you a little bit, so that's really impressive that you've only been shooting for a couple of years.
Yep.
What got you interested in joining this team?
I had a bunch of friends like Aaron in it.
Yeah.
I figured, why not?
Yeah.
I nothing better to do in the spring, so it sounded like fun. There's 100 kids here.
Yeah.
So, I know half the team going in. I plan on learning the other half, so.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, and now, like you said, you were voted by the team to be a captain,
Yep.
which is a lot of fun. So, what are part of your responsibilities of being a captain?
Well, we have to load all the trap houses at the end of the day because we
Okay.
have 100 kids shooting. We burn through a lot of clays. That's 5,000 clays in one day. So we have to load all of those. Make sure the range is picked up, bringing all the microphones, and then most importantly, make sure everyone feels like they're welcomed on the team.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So you talked about a few things. Something that we haven't talked about with Pete was the target. So you'd mentioned it's a clay target. Go ahead and describe a little bit more in depth about what it is for the people that maybe wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's a clay target, about 4 inches in diameter, and it fires out of these,
The trap houses.
trap houses. And the goal is to shoot it. I mean, it's flies straight direction, maybe a little left, maybe a little right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he talked a little bit about you have a hold point and a break point. Is it normally? Are you shooting it when it's you're looking at the side, or is it turned a little bit?
You want to shoot it before it peaks out. So it goes up like an arc. You want to shoot it right before it peaks out. I'm trying to shoot a little bit below it because most guns pattern above the sight picture.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what you guys did today. So we get all the squad leaders and everybody through here today. So what house were you on today?
On house 3. Yep.
Yeah, I think you were right here in front of us. And so how did your squad do today?
We did pretty good all around. I got a 49. I think we had a 47 on my squad.
Okay. Here's your. If you don't know, here's your roster of your squad. Which there you are. There's who you were shooting with today.
Yep.
So you had.
Perfect. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there's your score sheet.
We had a 46, a 46, and a 45.
So go ahead and name them
49.
all off because we're not going to be able to get everybody on. So.
Myself, I got a 49.
Mm-hmm.
Carter Summer got a 46. Owen Streitz got a 46, and Corbin Underdahl got a 45.
That's really good.
It's really good, yeah.
And you're a senior, correct?
Yep.
Yep. And who? Connor Sumner's a senior.
Carter. Yep. And then Cohen's a sophomore, and Corbin's a sophomore.
So again, you started a couple years ago. There's definitely some underclassmen. They're shooting right with the top groups on varsity. It doesn't matter. You can start as early as 6th grade. You can come out here and get some good coaching.
As long as you get your hunter safety.
Yeah.
We want to be safe. Safety's our number one priority out here.
Yeah.
So.
What did we have any other squad leaders lined up here coming on? I'll keep talking with Tad.
No,
Chase,
not yet.
Okay.
Got Chase coming up.
Chase is coming. All right. What else, Tad? You're also on the Skeet team.
Yep.
Well, let's go ahead and take a minute and maybe talk about that, just your experience with
Skeet
that.
shooting's a whole other animal from trap. You got clays flying in 2 different directions, and you're trying to hit them as they're driving by, and it's different. We should almost film that later.
Yeah, we will. We'll put that on camera. Yep.
It's hard to explain without seeing it.
Yep.
What it truly is. It's like trap on steroids. There's no other way to describe it.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love it.
You love it? Yeah, well, we heard you shot a straight 50 last week.
I did.
In the rain and the terrible weather, you shot a straight 50. That's some focus, young man.
Yeah.
Good job.
I love it. So.
Yeah.
I love it. I shoot it a lot. I know Chase, our other team captain, shoots it a lot. So.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, we'll put that on there when we get down there. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck the rest of the day.
Make sure to film that, though.
We will.
People are going to love to see that.
We will. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Yep. Here, I'll take that. We'll give this to Chase. Here, we'll.
All right, thank you to Tad Stanton for joining us. Always nice to have some more Stantons in the booth here with us, as we can never
Is
get
he
enough.
related to you, too?
He is. I think we're like second cousins or something like
that.
that.
Oh, my gosh. You're related to, like, almost half this town.
I might be.
This is our sheet. You might want that, Chase.
Yep.
There you are. So, Chase, you want to put the microphone really close to close to. So, introduce yourself first.
Hi, my name is Chase Beckius. I'm part of the trap team and the ski team, and I'm also a captain.
You're part of the team captains as well?
Yes.
That is great. And what grade? You're a senior as well?
No, I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty awesome. So the team, I was actually there, but describe a little bit about that meeting that was held at the beginning of the year when you guys were all voted on. What else Pete talking about?
So that meeting is kind of our introductory. We do it every year. We go back over the etiquette and all the safety aspects of the sport, and then also some of our kind of fundamentals and stuff like that at that. And then we also did vote on
Team
our captains this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations on being a team captain. Because all the athlete, or most of the, a very high percentage of the athletes are there that night.
Yes.
And then they vote live, right? Right
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
So.
My mom put a QR code up there. She got an app.
Yep.
We just voted on them. So
I was
yep.
sitting next to her in the booth. She didn't cheat. You're on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk. Were you a squad leader today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's talk a little bit. Go ahead and name off. And if you know what grade each one of the men, let us know what grade they are in, and if you got a total score for everybody. So I'll let you. We can do some live math. So what'd you shoot today?
So I shot 45.
Okay, and you're a junior.
I'm a junior, and then Braden Dupay is a freshman, I believe. He shot a 16-21. That is 37.
Mm-hmm.
And then Luke Guggenberg, he is a senior. He shot a 41.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian Sevchek, he's also a freshman. He shot a 49. It's a very good score, only missed one. Mason Sevchek is a senior. He shot a 46.
Yeah, pretty good.
So, yeah, we have some good scores on our squad today.
That's fantastic. Now, one thing that we haven't talked with anybody about, the squad changes weekly for the most part. Some, doesn't it? Or
So the people on the squad do not change. But
okay.
So, say last week, Mason started first. So we just
Okay.
But it's always the same order. It's just that so we just rotate. So so he started
who the
first.
squad leader is.
Yeah, so like last week I started second. So
Okay.
we kind of rotate on who the squad leader is.
All right, but the squads stay the same.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
All right. So you also shoot skeet as well, correct?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay, and how's that been going for you?
Oh, I love it. It's going real good this year. I mean, just yesterday, me and Tad, we were at a tournament up at Minneapolis Gun Club.
Okay.
So that was lots of fun. But, I mean, I know I'm speaking for him as well on this. I love the sport. I mean, it's so amazing. It's so much different than trap. But I just, as soon as I started shooting it, I've just been in love with the sport.
Now, I know you and your family a little bit, but go ahead and tell us a little bit. You guys hunt some,
Yes.
correct? And so you're a little bit more familiar than what maybe some other people would be.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as a team captain, you're still taking people that wouldn't be so familiar with this and teaching them stuff, correct?
Yeah, so the nice thing about this sport is you can come from any walk of life.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you hunted as a kid or not,
Yep.
it doesn't matter. As long as you have a hunter safety, you go through the course and do the field day, you can come out here, you can shoot, we'll teach you. I mean, it's a very enjoyable sport. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, anyone can do it.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for coming over
Yeah,
here.
no
We'll catch
problem.
up with you guys. We're going to get some of the other squad leaders through here, and we'll put the camera on the skeet when you guys start that here in a little while. All right, thanks
Nice.
for swinging by.
Yep, thank you.
Oop. All right, that was Chase Beckius, one of the captains and squad leaders. Now we're gonna get another young man that's pretty familiar. I'll take your seat while you put that on. Another young man that's a little familiar with Northfield Live, as you do some of the other. So you write for us and some other things about wrestling. Go ahead and you got to bring your mic right near your lips there. Put it right. Yeah, go ahead and bend it. You won't break it. There you go. So, Keith, go ahead and introduce yourself to the camera first.
I'm Keith Harner. I'm a junior, and I don't know, I've been shooting for a pretty long time, since I could, whatever that was.
Yeah. You're in your family that's grown up with a little bit more about this stuff and everything. What other sports are you involved in? What other activities?
I'm involved in wrestling. I'm a wrestling captain, and then I'm also in football, and I did track last year, and I've done baseball as well.
Yep. And then you're forgetting about one other activity you're pretty involved with FFA, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I think I've seen some of that.
Yeah.
What is your roles there?
I'm the president this year.
Yeah.
It was our first year in 33 years, and that
For
was,
Northfield?
Yeah. So that was pretty big deal.
It is a big deal, and you're the president of it. So I wanted to make sure we called that out.
Yeah.
So
Thank
good
you.
job with all that. Today, you're not a captain, correct?
No.
But you were a squad leader today?
Yeah.
Which is why you're swinging by. Thank you for doing that. Let's talk about your team a little bit. Go ahead and name off. You already introduced yourself and your score, but then when you get to everybody else, just if you know what grade they're in, and then we'll do some live math here and tallying up their scores. And Joey, if you got questions for any of these guys, you can jump in.
I'm thinking of something to say.
Okay, perfect.
We're working on it.
All right, so Keith, you're a junior, correct?
Yep.
And what'd you shoot today?
Junior, I shot a 45. Garrett Osterman, he's a senior. He shot 25 as well.
45, yeah. 23 and 22, 45, right?
45, yep. Kyan Morsheen, I believe he's a sophomore. He shot a 24 and a 23, so 47.
Yep.
And Charles Pouts, he's also a junior, and he shot a 44.
Nice, out of 50.
Yep.
Yeah, just to remind everybody, in case people are coming on here in the middle of the broadcast. Do you shoot skeet as well?
No, I don't shoot skeet.
Yeah. It's a time commitment, and you're in a lot of other stuff. So.
But skeet, I shot it once, and I didn't do very good. So these people that do shoot it they shoot a lot, and they take a lot of time, and it shows, and they're good at it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of. I've only shot it, I think, once or twice in my life, and I enjoyed it. But that's something, you got to practice, right? Otherwise, it's still fun, but it's funner to crush them.
Yeah, it is.
So
when you're missing, it's not very fun.
Yeah. What's one thing that we have a question that I haven't asked so far? We've asked a lot of the same questions. What do you know about your gun? Like what is it a 12 gauge over under? Tell us a little bit about your
Ruger Red Label. It's a 12 gauge over under. It was my dad's, and I don't know, I was just going through one day and I saw that one and I was like, maybe I'll give that one a try, so I did.
And it's been going good?
Yeah, I've used it for 3 years or so. I used to use a Browning 20 gauge BPS, but I don't know, just switched to the 12 gauge and it's been going good since.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love those stories, especially when it's a connection like in your case where it was your dad's. So
Yeah.
that's awesome stuff. All right, Keith. Well, thanks for swinging by. We got another squad leader here. We're going to get you. I'll take your hand, and then I'll take the headset.
Thanks, Lance.
Yeah, you bet, Keith. Keith Harner is also, like I said before when he was walking up, he writes a lot of our wrestling stories.
Yeah, it's very helpful to have those guys coming in writing those stories for us.
Yeah.
As it's hard to get those wrestling stories out, but it's really nice when we have an athlete like that who's definitely willing to just jump right in and write that for us. Which if you're ever interested in popping in like that, you can always go ahead, go on northfieldlive.com. You can find a way to contact us.
Yes, absolutely. All right, young man, who are you?
I'm Corbin Cup. I'm a 10th grader at Northfield High School.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. What's your name?
I'm Lance, and that's Joey over here. Joey's just off camera here a little bit. Joey's a senior. He works with us a lot. He's a lot of people refer to him now as the voice of Northfield Raiders here the last year and a half. Yeah. So Cooper, right? Corbin. Sorry. Do you? Cooper is the football player. All right, Corbin. Go ahead and so you said what grade you were in?
I'm a sophomore, 10th grade.
Okay, and you were a squad leader today?
I was a squad leader today.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd things go? Well, go ahead and.
Things went pretty good, yeah.
What'd you shoot at today?
I shot a 21 and a 24.
For a 45 out of 50. Awesome.
Yep.
And then who's next? What grade are they in?
Kyle Bulfer, he's also a 10th grader. He shot a 21 and a 20. Corbin Perez, he's a freshman, 9th grade, with a 24 and a 21. And Hunter Larson is also a 10th grader. He shot an 18 and a 21.
Awesome. So how long have you been shooting?
I think this is either my 4th or 5th year.
Okay, so you started right around that 6th grade time frame right away.
Yeah.
What is your background about your parents, or did you have guns around the house, and your parents?
No, my parents are not involved in it at all.
Yep.
I'm here with my grandpa every Sunday.
Okay.
He's actually the president of Morristown Gun Club.
There you go.
Right now. So I come with him early every Sunday, help set up, score, run the registry sometimes.
That's awesome.
Everything. Yeah, it's really fun.
So you're used to coming out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Ever since you were in 6th grade, tell us a little bit about your gun.
So I have a 12 gauge break action, over under if you call it that. It's a Mossberg. I don't know exactly what model.
That's fine.
But used it last year and this year. It's been going great for me. Shot my first 25 with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long? When was that?
I think later end of last year, and then I shot a bunch more after that. I think 8 and also a 50. So
wow.
Really close to the 75 also, but just short. I got a 73.
That's fantastic. So for everybody at home, so you've shot 8 separate rounds of 25.
Yep.
And in any given Sunday when we're out here, you shoot a total of 50. You shoot 2 rounds of 25.
Yep.
So you shot 8 different times. You shot 25 in a row. And then how many times did you shoot a 50?
Just once.
Just once.
Yeah.
Still, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
That's really good. Was it a nice day, or was it one of the? So many times when we're out here, it's terrible weather.
It's It's rough weather here in Minnesota, but it was kind of just like today, but just a little bit cooler, a little nicer weather, not quite as hot.
You were just dialed in that day.
Oh yeah, just completely locked. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. What else can you tell us about? You were a squad leader today.
Yep.
What else can you tell us about the team itself? It's a pretty big team, correct?
Yeah, it is a pretty large team. We've got, I think, pretty close to 80 around there. Been around there the last few years, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But it's great. Everyone's really friendly. It's competitive. You find, friends just around same where you're at, and you have fun going back and forth, seeing who can shoot better between the two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did you know any of these guys that were in your squad before very well, or any of them new or friends? That's what I'm really getting at.
So I knew Kyle Bolfer and Hunter Larson.
Okay.
Before this, we were,
acquaintances at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Corbin Perez, I met him this year. He's in my study hall, actually. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about this, and also what we do here at Northfield Live is introducing you guys, kind of breaking the cliques up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you are all great people, and just again breaking those cliques up and showing some common interest and introducing people to some of these shooting sports. So. Right now, it looks like what camera are we on?
We're on number 3 here. We're looking at
number 2. Are they in between rounds, or are they in between
just
groups?
I think they just went in between rounds. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, they just finished their first round.
Okay. And so then on number 3, let's take a quick. You might have got a minute to still hang on with us here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, number 3. Who's out here? Let's see, house number 3. On the second one, it should be Owen Sexton.
Yeah, that's him there on the far left. They just came out for their second round here, as they're just getting going here on house number 3.
So to his right then, for our right with the camera, Max Pumper, and then Mason. How do you spell that? Sound that last name? Do anybody know? Is it Matura?
I believe it is Matura.
I thought it was Matura. Yeah.
And then Sebastian Mayer, and then Calvin Benson is on the far right. If we got that in the camera angle.
I think we just got him squeezed in there, yeah.
Talk a little bit about the safety, if you don't mind.
It's one of the safest sports in high school, maybe I've never heard of anyone getting hurt here. Maybe, Nick from acting closing on their finger, but nothing serious. Just a little bandage.
Yeah.
Band-aid, not bandage.
Everybody has, of course, eye and ear protection on, whether it's earplugs. Are most people wearing... like the squishy earplugs?
Squishy earplugs.
Yep.
Some people like headphones. Either work.
Yep.
Just something you're comfortable with.
But you don't have to go get those fancy electronic ones, right?
Oh, yeah. I can tell you, I worked at Aero Hardware or Ace. I sold plenty of guys hunting license. I sold plenty of guys ear protection, eye protection. It's all, you can all find that at Menards or just Ace downtown. You can find it anywhere. Yep. Anyone who's interested, just go out for it.
The ammunition, that's this program. You buy the ammunition through here, right? Some of this you're not prepared for some of these questions. I'm just I'm creating topics that I think you would know.
We get at the start of the season we get half a case, which is a little over half a case. So we get six boxes of ammo for our practice rounds, and then also a reserve round. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we get a full case of 10, which is for all 5 of our competition weeks. Me personally, I don't really like the ammo we are given from the school. Okay. So I go out and buy my own.
Yep, that's all right.
Fiocchi. I just really like Fiocchi, how it works with my gun and everything.
Yep. And some of these are some things that I'm trying to drag out of you. So just for clarity, everybody, I shoot a different sport. I shoot sporties. I've been in league for years. I haven't the last 2 years because of Northfield Live and the time commitment there. But there is definitely differences in the manufacturers of and also there's different speeds and loads as well, right? So you seem to know what you said. You named the brand of ammo. What else about that ammo?
It's 1200 FPS.
So feet per second.
Yep. I think it's 8 shot and 1/8 ounce.
Yeah. Okay. That's all right. You don't have to. I'm putting you on the spot here a little bit. My point that I really want to drive across to everybody is really when you start getting good, you start just like with any sport, like with golf, whether it's your clubs and the ball or whatever, any sport. You start getting deeper and deeper into it, right?
There's tiny little differences that can make.
Yeah, and that you're experimenting with, and you're learning more about your equipment.
Yep.
Right. And it's just a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, it's tons of fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for swinging by. You got anything else you want to add to it?
Come down and shoot.
Yeah.
You know, we're open Sundays. We're going to be open Thursdays pretty soon once we get volunteers here.
So then Thursdays would be more of a practice?
Yeah, so different schools shoot on different days. I know Northfield and BA shoot on Sundays. Mm-hmm. I don't know the other schools' days.
Yep.
But Sundays we're open 11 to 2, and then to the public, and then Thursdays 5 until dark, or just however long you guys want to shoot, and we can stay, you know.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks a ton for swinging by. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And, swing by if you want to later in the day.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll take the headset from you. And
there you go.
There we are. Joey, thanks again. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Joey, we kind of started here. It looks like you got all the company logos firing up there in the corners and everything. So anybody that's watching this, we certainly appreciate all those sponsors that help us take care of all this stuff and allow us to do these things.
Also, for anyone watching, this is our first time doing this. Obviously, we're still ironing out a few kinks, but we're hoping that you're having a fun time. It's a fun time being out here watching this team. It's nice to get to see these different sports. You know, you do enough baseball, basketball games, you're like, oh, all right, well, let's spice things up. It's awesome to be out here.
Yeah, this is awesome to be out here, and it's a beautiful day for it.
Yeah.
Easily one of the best days that I've ever been out here with all the years of my two boys participating in this sport when time is allowed them. Speaking of the things that we do, this week I think we initially had softball on for Tuesday. But you, young man, are going on vacation.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'm normally here every game, but they're going to have to deal without me for a little bit.
I think I'm going to take Tuesdays off, Tuesday's softball doubleheader off, because on Wednesday, I need to prep for Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to go out to Willinger's Golf Course, and we're going to do another first-time thing for us at Northfield Live, and we're going to stream girls' Invitational from Willingers. I'm not sure how many teams that is, right around 15 teams. So we're going to be out there all day. I think we'll probably start right around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning trying to get those. I think we're going to tee off at about 10 a.m. And then Wednesday night is the awards banquet.
Yes.
So when you kids get their scholarships, and of course your male and female athletes of the year and all those types of awards are handed out. So we'll be streaming that. That is all on Wednesday. And then Thursday,
I think we have something. I just had the schedule pulled up. Let's see. Thursday is the 9th. We have softball doubleheader.
Softball. So, that's why I took the Tuesday softball doubleheader off, I believe. So,
and then Friday we have baseball versus Tri-City United, which is a very interesting game.
Yeah.
Our baseball team saw them in the Legion season last year. It was a very good game. Jake Geiger hit 2 home runs in that one, so we'll see how the Raiders can come out in there. But it's a very exciting week here to be a Raider fan. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. I kind of picked the worst week to be on, but I'll make sure to watch just like everyone else on NorthfieldLive.com.
There you go. So these kids are crushing these targets all over in front of us.
We're on 2 right now.
We're on house number 2. There it is. I'm going to maybe go over and adjust that camera.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, I'll go adjust that a little bit so we get all 5 athletes in the mix.
And I'll just cut it back here to house number 3 as we adjust that camera. Raiders having a lot of fun out here. It's really cool to just be able to be out here. I've never really been out here, been able to see take this in. So it's really nice to be here, experience some new things as you see these guys take off. I had Colton, who goes to the ALC with me. I'm kind of blanking on his last name right now. He approached me like 2 weeks ago, saying, "Hey, do you want to do Northfield Live on the trap team?" I was like, "Oh, well, I don't know if that would work, but obviously we're here now, and it's a whole lot of fun to be out here with us." So it's just a real pleasure to be here, be able to do this. If anyone, as I said, you or anyone you know is interested, anyone, any age, mostly high school kids, it's a I started my junior year in spring season. I got cut from the baseball team and wanted to stay doing something, and I realized that this was just the perfect opportunity. Now I'm going to college for it, keeping it going. So you can always find a new opportunity. You can always find a new job. You can pick up a few extra bucks, and it's a whole lot of fun being out here, being able to do this and just, kind of work on that communication skills, which is a big part of that. A lot of people realize that they pick up it through this, is you just really learn how to talk more clearly when doing these broadcasts. So it's a lot of fun to be out here as we just keep going.
Yeah, thank you. I've heard a little bit of that. Always appreciate you, Joey, and everything that you've both done and learned, and also telling other kids to watch out. I've got one young man that texted me today. He's texted me a couple times. I'm very good about it. Bring it to him. That's my fault. Yeah, because anytime there's kids that want to do this, we kind of get going through the grind with
Yeah.
games, and then I'm doing other stuff with the equity in the day. I'm trying to make a spreadsheet to him so that he can look at that.
Yeah.
And get involved.
And I don't want to make you do extra work, but if there's anyone who's, they really like doing tennis or something, and you think that you could learn how to set a broadcast up yourself, then you can always come here, try to get that on the schedule for us, as we're always looking for new opportunities, looking to expand. So if you have some new ideas, come up to us, and we're always here to listen.
That is a very good point. That Joey, you have really experienced this more than maybe AJ did. Experienced this some too, but I teach you guys how to do this, and then I let you guys run with it.
Yeah. Yep. By my first season, I started in the spring last year, and by the end of the spring, I was running down to Red Wing to set up my own softball broadcast.
Yeah, it's this has a lot of that stuff. You've dealt with rain delays and all kinds of things, and the things that you've learned, and communicating with a microphone, and dealing, with ADs.
Oh yeah.
So these kids are really crushing a lot of these targets.
Yeah. Both 2 and 3 here, which are right in front of us, have been absolutely lighting up these targets. As, of course, right when I start talking, they just start brushing them. But they have done a really good job, these Raider teams. You can tell they put a lot of work in, and they're really dedicated to their craft. They're doing a fantastic job out here today.
Yeah, so now 4 is actually to our right. A lot of traffic, it's out the camera angle, and then to the left, 2 is windbreak.
Yeah.
So, so, yeah, pretty good stuff. So I think we're trying to get to a point where we're in between some of these next years to maybe get some more athletes swimming through here. What have you in particular, you have not ever been here and you've never seen?
Never been here, never thought about coming here, no.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh no, you're good. I'm comfortable standing up.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun out here. I know plenty of the people on this team, so I'm always someone to talk to. It's always someone to hang out with, talk about what they enjoy about it. It's always fun to hear about other people's interests, and it's just cool to see.
Yeah. What are some of your takeaways from what you're watching here?
I didn't realize just how meticulous this sport was. I thought it would just kind of show up, shoot a target, go home. Yeah. It's just how much work these guys put in, just how much detail there is in every little thing that they do. It's very impressive, the work that they put into this sport.
Yeah. That's also what I appreciate. I appreciate the fact that there's this large of a team, the amount of coaches that are involved during the time, in a super organized way. We had Skeet on at the beginning of the broadcast here, and he talked about the coaches themselves get training. And there's, with this many kids, they're having fun, but nobody is off messing around or...
Everyone's getting business done.
Yeah, but yet they're having fun. They're, taking a breeze, right?
Yeah, it's the perfect amount of controlled while still, having fun with your friends out here.
Yeah.
It's what was the number? 26 coaches, something like that. Yeah, 26 coaches. That's an insane in number of coaches here.
That's 26 assistant coaches.
Yeah, assistant coaches there, not even counting the head coach for that one. I think we have an athlete coming up here to join us.
All right. set here for you. And we'll stand clear back here against the. Let's have the end kind of in between you and I. Enjoy your.
I'm just going to stand off to the side here. I'll kind of just direct you a little bit. Yeah, why don't you stand like right there? Perfect. And now you can see him.
All right. So bring that mic right in there against. You won't break it. There you go. Awesome. All right. Introduce yourself.
I'm Parker now.
Nice to meet you, Parker. What grade are you in? You're an 8th grader. Did you know anything about Northfield Live before today? Did you? What else have you watched on Northfield Live? Okay, you watched, or did you play football as well? You used to. Okay, that's all right. What other activities are you involved in?
I do lacrosse and basketball.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you were a squad leader today. What grade again are you in? I'm sorry, I'll let you take that.
I'm in.
An 8th grade. Yes, you have to talk to somebody. All right, Parker. So what I would like you to start with what your score was, and then we'll go down the line and tell us what grade everybody's in, and we'll go do some live on there.
I threw one into my own.
What did you shoot today?
I shot a 20 and a 20.
For 45 total. That's really good out of 50. Max Myler, correct?
Yeah,
He's an 8th grader as well. What did he shoot today?
shot 18 and a 20.
Okay, so that's a 30, right? Yep.
Riley Mooney's in 8th grade. 9th grade. Shot a 20 and a 22.
This is a 38. I'm sorry, or 39, right? 18, right? Riley Moon, you said shot a 20 and a what? 42. Okay.
Gun Albers, he's in 9th grade. He shot a 25 and a 20.
Excellent. Nice. So we got a 25 in your group today. That's a lot of fun. So he only missed 2. So he shot a 48 out of 50 there. How long have you been part of this team? Did you? What brought you to the team? Were you around this stuff before? Did you know much about it?
I knew a little bit about it before.
Yeah, you got to work through that.
Your dad signed you up? How's it been going? Do you like it? That's awesome. That is really awesome. What, as an 8th grader, obviously now you're going to be on a team here and even make varsity if you shoot well enough. But you're mingling with the seniors and the high schoolers, right? That's got to be. Tell us about that.
It's kind of cool.
Right. And how are they? How are they to you, underclassmen?
Pretty nice.
Do they help coach you up a little bit? Okay. But you don't feel that pressure, or there's no, right, out here? That's awesome. What about the weather that we've had to shoot in so far? How's that been for you?
It wasn't terrible. Last week was a little bit rainy.
Yeah. You were able to just go right through all that. Yes, yeah. But today, how's today?
What's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Partly cloudy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
That's awesome. You got anything else you wanted to brag about with the trap team?
It's the best one you saw.
Had a kid.
There you go. We'll clip that, put it right on the social media page for you.
Well, thanks you, Parker, for coming out. I'll give you your scorecard back. Thanks a ton for coming out, and good luck the rest of the year. Yep. All right. Now we got another gentleman coming in here. I'll hold the clipboard for you while you put the headset on. And we'll try and have the N here right in the middle. I'll just take that back. All right. Introduce yourself you're on the camera here.
I'm Owen Sexton.
What grade are you in, Owen?
11th.
You're a junior?
Yep.
Nice. How long you been on this team?
Well, about 3 years.
Okay. What got you started?
Hunting. I just like shooting guns. It's fun to be around the people, too.
What has this done for you about I'm assuming it's made you a better shot.
Yeah, definitely. Hold the gun up straighter and steadier.
Yeah. So the coaching overall, it's been definitely helping you?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Very great coaching.
Welcoming, stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead and tell us what your score is.
Well, mine was
today.
a 23 on the first, and then on the second I got a 20.
Okay. Then let's go down the list. Max Pumper, what grade's he in?
I'm pretty sure he's in the same grade as me, maybe a grade below, but
Okay.
he got a 21 and a 17.
Okay.
And we got Mason with the 20 and 20, both 20s.
Okay.
And then Sebastian got a 24 and a 23. And
Okay.
Calvin Benson got a 21 and a 17.
Nice. That's pretty good. What
Yeah.
grades? What grades were these? What grade was Sebastian in? Do you
Don't
know?
really know what grade he's in.
That's
I know
all right.
Calvin's in my grade, 11th.
Okay.
That's really all I know. I really know Max and Calvin.
Okay. Were you getting to know some of these other guys?
Yep, pretty well too.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? That you're able to be in an activity like this. Joey and I were talking before you guys came over in between that with this sport you can hang out around the clubhouse a little bit, get something to drink before, right? You have your safety meeting.
Yep.
You get to know some of the other guys and girls, right? That are not also outside of your squad a little bit, but yet it's very. There's a lot of discipline to it, right? With this between the safety and everything that happens here.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add to that?
Not really.
Okay. Well, thanks a ton
Thank
for
you.
coming over here and being
Yeah,
on
for
Northfield
sure.
Live. We really appreciate it. And was this your first time being a squad leader?
Second time this year.
Okay. You enjoy that?
Yeah, it's fun.
Tell me just really briefly, quickly, if you would, about what your role is when you're the squad leader.
Well, it's just basically make sure everyone got signed in on this clipboard, that they're marked. So, and then just make sure everyone's here, really.
Okay. You're the one that goes out, though, first, right? Everybody follows your lead.
Yep. First one to shoot, call a bird.
Yep.
So.
And for those that don't know, when you call the targets, we call them birds, right? But they're not birds. They're, 4-inch discs, clay discs, right?
Yep.
Yep. So we're not sure all who's watching. I'm sure there's a lot of people that aren't familiar with this sport that are watching. So
Okay.
Thanks again for coming on. We'll get the next squad leader on here. I'll
sure.
take the
Thank
clipboard
you.
while you take that off. You bet. Thank you. We'll give you that back. All right. Who do we got next?
As someone comes up here, thank you to
I'll hang on
Colin
to this
Sexton
for you.
jumping in here for us.
Go ahead. Joey, you want to do this one?
You want to bring your mic up right here to your mouth? Yeah, right there.
Joey, you go ahead and step up
Nice
here.
and clear.
I'll stay. Joey, you come over to this side with one of you. There we
Step
go.
around cords here. All right, so who am I here with?
I'm Tyler Buck.
What grade are you in?
I am a junior.
How long have you been shooting, Tyler?
Since I was in 6th grade. So
Sixth grade, so as long as you can.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's nice. So you're a squad leader here today.
Yep.
You want to run through the results of your squad here for us?
Yeah, so for our first round, I shot at 22. We had Ryan shot at 18.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Okay, Ryan A.
Yeah.
If you know him, you know him.
Yeah. Gavin Bird shot a 23. Tanner Craig shot at 18, and Parker Klein shot at 21. And then for round 2, I shot a 23. Ryan A shot a 22. Gavin Bird shot a 20. Tanner Craig shot a 19, and Parker Klein shot a 20.
So a really good round from you guys, or a really good 2 rounds. How do you think that's going to really? How's the season going for you guys and your squad here? This one.
It's going all right for us. Last week it was kind of rough in the rain. I know we didn't do as good as we wanted to, and then today we shot on house 1, and they were having some technical difficulties.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah, so we had to have somebody pushing a button for us, and I think that definitely messed us up a little bit. There was a little delay, so
that just kind of throws off your rhythm as you're going into there, I'm assuming, yeah. So, but as squad leader, what do you do in that situation there when you're having those technical difficulties? What do you tell your guys in your squad there?
Just slow down a little bit more. Just try to stay focused. It's hard when you're just waiting for it to come out, and it's different timings and stuff, so it's a little harder. But
obviously, you mentioned last week the rain, the horrible conditions. Really, that it was really hard to succeed. Here, you get perfect conditions. How does that really change going from one weekend to the other?
It's nice. Your hands in the rain, they get real slippery sometimes, and it's hard to hold your gun right. And the rain fogs up your glasses and stuff. It's hard to see that. And today was really nice out. No wind or anything. It was just perfect conditions. The birds were going nice and slow. And,
Even when it's nice still weather, something still finds a way to break, huh?
Yeah.
Always overcoming something here. Do you think that this sport really helps you in life in that way, and that you kind of learn how to overcome a situation like that?
Yeah, it's good to slow down and just kind of think things over. And like when I'm doing bad, I just like take a step back, think about what I'm doing wrong, and it just really helps with that stuff. And it helps improve hunting skills for sure.
And what grade did you say you were in?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior, so you're one of the upperclassmen. Do you try to go out of your way to kind of mentor those lower guys on the team, or do you kind of just see it as you're all on the same page here?
I try to help them a little bit, but I know a lot of people kind of don't like being corrected because they have their own system going down. And so when they need help, I'll try to help out. But for the most part, I let people do what they want to do.
Exactly what you want to do there.
Yeah.
So just thank you for joining us here today, and thank you for giving this great interview, and have a good day.
Yeah, thanks, you too.
Thank you for joining us here. As you can see, we're a camera pointing at number 2 here, shot number 2. As I'm just going to clear this real quick, because it doesn't look like we have anyone lined up. As it's awesome to get those interviews here. Usually we get the coach interviews in the regular games, but when we were able to get those player interviews, it's so nice. It's always fun to hear that perspective. As we have a extra athlete joining us here in the broadcast. Colton, how's it going?
Pretty good, Joey. How are you?
Do you want to move your mic a little closer? Like basically, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So Colton, how long have you been shooting?
Probably 4 years now.
4 years, and you're a junior?
Yep.
And have you shot yet today, or?
Yes, I did.
Where were you?
I was at Station 4.
You're all the way down there where we couldn't quite see you, but how do you think your squad did here today?
Not too bad. I think we did pretty good.
Who was your squad leader on that one?
Can't remember her name.
We haven't had her come in yet.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
She'll be coming in soon.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that, but can you give us a sneak preview of how you did?
I had a 21 and a 22 as my score today.
Nice score there from Colton, 43 out of 45 or there. As what do you like most about being out here with all these guys and girls, just being able to be here as a part of the community? Is that just a nice part of this?
It is. I also like just slowing down, focusing on one thing.
It's always nice when you're able to kind of detach from the world, get out here, and just have a little fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So as we're still going here on NorthfieldLive.com, we're just about underway, or just about out of the way here from this section of the event here today. As camera's still on number 2. Colton, thank you for popping in here. I don't think you wanted to say too much, did you?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you to Colton for popping in here, joining the broadcast. Colton, one of the reasons why we're doing these broadcasts is because he popped up to me a few weeks ago. He just said, "Oh, you got to stream these games," and I said, "All right, well, fine." And then my boss talked to the coach, and they worked all that out. So it's nice to be out here getting these new events in. So I'm kind of out of things to say. I think I'll just let the camera tell the story here for now, and I'll pop back in here. I'm Joey Hudson. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com.
All right, so I just cut over to the skeet range, and Joey and I are kind of discussing here a little bit about what the best camera angle is. Obviously, they're all under the high house right now. Now they're going to that. I think that's the second position. I think they'll get one from each house. That the one in the middle. Well, that thing right in front of us, that's a scorer's table, but then you can see house number 1, I think, out there. But there's another house, a low house, to the right of all that.
The only thing is, I would just say don't shoot into the scorer's table. I mean,
yeah, I was trying to be far enough away.
Yeah.
I can maybe go on the other side of that tree. Yeah, I'll go down and move that camera again, and I'll maybe just you want me to just I'll just take
literally
this.
just put it right there.
Yeah, I'll take this microphone with me.
Okay.
Yeah. You can call me if it doesn't reach that far. How's that? Can you hear this microphone? And this one? All right, Dan. First of all, introduce yourself.
Dan Stanton. I'm Tad's dad.
Okay. So, right now they're at the number 2. That was just the number 2 spot there, correct?
That's correct. You shoot 4 there. You shoot 2 singles and a double.
Okay. And the double, is that like? And I shoot sporty. Is that a true pair where they're both being launched?
Same exact time.
Okay. So now they're at number 3. I'm going to go make sure that that's in our camera angle. All right. That's yes.
Yeah,
right?
correct. Yep. Go around when you miss one. You get a option, and that's your first miss. It's when you miss, you reshoot it.
Okay.
So if you run it, we might be lucky enough to see. There's a couple of these going perfect right now.
Okay.
Then they shoot 2 final ones at the low house.
Okay.
But yeah, so at this station, shoot 1 each way.
Okay.
A single way.
Okay.
And then it gets progressive. These mid stations are the toughest.
Right. Toughest or the funnest?
The toughest are always the funnest.
Right.
That's the name of the game.
All right.
You know, the harder it gets, the more these kids like it. That's why they're good.
Yep.
Not afraid to find their competition and shoot against them, or play or shoot in difficult conditions too.
Yep. So who was the one that just shot there?
That was Ian's subject.
Okay.
He's a grader, but he's an outstanding shooter. A lot.
Okay.
And his brother's shooting with him right now. The Mason's shooting here. Here's Tad up right now.
Yep. And that was Schultz. She hit.
Jane Schultz, she's doing really.
She hit both.
Yep.
And now Tad Stanton.
Yep.
Crushes the high house and then crushes the low house.
He's got down.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Mason, that's Ian's brother. He's a senior this year, but also excellent shot. They're both good crap shooters and very good skeet shooters.
Yep.
got them both too. Yeah, so they're looking good.
Speak up more. Okay. So.
Chase will start out here, but this is the toughest spot. These kids will do very well here, but the difficulty of it.
Yeah. So now they'll get one of each and a true pair?
No, just a single here.
Just a single, okay.
Yep. And then obviously a low or so, and they'll center there. Yep, see that's
just like that.
That's the idea. Is try to hit
I gotta move the cameras.
But your leads change as you come around too, so as you come
Sure.
around to the front side, your leads shrink.
Sure.
The thing is, like a lot of us parents, these kids are better than us. So
Oh, yeah.
to get the real answer, ask the kids because
Right.
they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Ian Sochek.
Yeah. Yes. And then, Jaden's up right now. And she powdered them.
Yep.
They break like that. You're hitting them dead center. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yep. So now Tad Stanton. Hits them both.
I think both Jaden and Tad. Yeah, there might be 4 of them around them right now. We'll know it. Dan, when we shoot 2.
So that was at 6 o'clock, essentially, there, right? Or
straight out.
Yeah, straight out.
Straight out. They're like you said, they're crossing.
Yep.
There'll be 2 here, but now you'll shoot the low. You'll shoot the high first, but on the next station they'll reverse order.
Okay.
And there's a reason why I'll tell.
All right. I'm going to get them in the... So now we got the low house in the camera angle.
Yeah, these will be one more time, but the next station they'll be shooting singles, 2 singles and a double pair, but I'll explain why. It's important to switch directions on the next one. So these kids can make every single one of these shots.
Great job there by Jaden. So here are their foot spacing.
They'll change.
Yeah.
Change as they come around.
Yeah.
Now he missed one, so now that's his first miss. Shoot his option. And he cleaned it up. So when you have your first miss, you have to reshoot that same shot.
Okay. And it's just your first
Just
miss.
your first miss.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Kind of like announcing golf. Like you don't want to be too loud. Like at some sports, we can literally scream into the mic, but so close to us here.
So here they'll shoot in the same order right away, but the second ones will get reversed because you want to shoot the low house first because it's closer to you, and then the high house comes towards you. So you'll see how that works.
Okay.
And if people are watching, you want to watch the low house first, which is the one over here, because otherwise if you don't watch them, it's hard to even see the targets because they're crossing.
Sure.
Yeah, he just picked up he shot clean. He got all 4.
Yep.
That's the double. See,
Yeah.
He shoots the low coming away because it's closer. It's
Yep.
moving away. The other one's coming towards you, so they want to get that when it's closer to you.
Mm-hmm. This is Ian Sevchek that's shooting right now.
Correct. He's a very good shot.
It's off camera, but I like the camaraderie. You know, the fist bumping.
That's pretty consistent too.
She hits both of those.
Now she gets her double, so she'll shoot low than high. But she got him. So
nice.
Yep, that's a tough corner there. She's had a home run stretch for her group, so I think she's running it right now.
Okay.
All right, we're going to cut off NPR there, and we're going to be joined here by another squad leader. Can you introduce yourself for us?
My name is Sam Harner, and I'm in 8th grade.
Sam Harner, 8th grade, so you're one of the younger guys on this team. Do you enjoy being out here with the whole squad on these days? Oh, yeah. So how'd your squad do here today?
We did okay.
Can you run through some of the numbers for us?
Okay. I shot an 18 and a 16, and then Aaron Resetter, he's a senior, shot a 23 and a 20. John Weirson in 8th grade shot a 16 and a 21. Nolan Feldhake, who's a senior, shot a 23 and a 17. Then Elijah Craig shot a 12 and a 10.
So good job there from the squad. You know, pretty solid day all around. Coming off of last week where it was very rainy. How were the conditions here today for you? Do you think that really helped you out here?
Kind of. It was a lot easier.
Yeah, sure.
Way better day today.
Obviously a really nice day here. You know, where were you shooting from?
Trap House 4.
All the way down right on 4, so we weren't able to really capture any of your shots here today on NorthfieldLive.com, but obviously it was a really nice day here. You got to come out here, you got to shoot around. You know, how are you looking forward to the rest of the season going through with this squad, trying to get those numbers up a little bit? How do you think you're going to be able to do that?
I don't know. I think we're all getting better as it goes on, and I think we're doing pretty good right now. We just got to move up over Owatonna in the Big 9 standings.
That's all you got to do. It's pretty much what every sport's trying to do right now. Yeah. What were you shooting today?
Over under 12 gauge or 20 gauge.
And how long have you been shooting that?
I shot it last year. Shot it off and on this year.
And when did you join the team?
I think 6th grade or 7th grade.
So pretty much as long as you've been able to do here, you've been going out for it. So that's always nice to see. Do you have any advice for anyone younger who's maybe looking at the team thinking of joining?
That it is very fun and you should definitely join.
All right, well, there's a big vote of confidence for you if you're interested in joining. Sam Harner, thank you for joining us up here in the booth for NorthfieldLive.com, and have a good day today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sam Harner joining us there, squad leader on 4 earlier for the Raiders here. We'll cut back to Lance down there for the skeet shooting.
But, so like Aiden coming up next. I think she's top in the conference right now.
Okay.
And then the next squad, there's only 2 squads here.
Okay.
I think Ava and Maddie, I think are both tied for second. These girls.
All right, we got another interview here with us. Nolan Feldhake joins us in the booth here. Nolan, we just talked to your squad leader, Sam Harner.
All right.
We saw your numbers there. How do you think you did today?
Well, I did good first round in my opinion, but the second round, it was all right. It happens sometimes to the best of us. Like, you're not always guaranteed to get the best score you want. The thing that happens, like, you see the top shooters in the squad, like in the upper squads too, like if they don't get the best score they want to, like the thing to prevent that is to forget about the last round, the last shot that you missed. Like, you're not going to get that bird back. So all you got to focus on is the one coming up and just break it. Like the first time I got my 25, I didn't even think about the score. If I hit one, like every time I hit one, I was like, okay, that one's behind me. It's a good shot. Now I'm going to focus on this one. Like, what could possibly happen if there's wind? Like, that might push the bird up or down or off to the sides. You got to be ready for that. It's just a mental game. Like all these boys and girls out here, like they're really good at what they do. Everybody here is really good, and I'm just really proud to be on this team. All these, sorry, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, when did you start going out here? Obviously, you're a senior now.
Yeah, I think I started in like 7th or 8th grade, so I've been out here for a while. I've definitely improved over the years. I used to start with like 16s to 12s, around there. Like the best I got that season was like a 20. But now as I move up and as the years go by and as I know the game some more, you know, like you've had the years of experience and you know what to expect with each coming day and with the weather and with the humidity and everything like that. And it's just a mental game, and you got to be prepared every single time. It's really fun. And yeah,
obviously, as you said, mental game. A lot of the days today in this season, or earlier in the season, have been pretty bad weather, very rainy, very cold. Today is pretty much perfect. Does that throw you off at all because you're kind of expecting a cold, windy day, and you come out here and it's nice, sunny?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this might seem a little ironic, but I happen to feel better and more comfortable and shoot better, in my opinion, in like worse weather, you know, because like when you're sitting up there waiting for your shot and you see all your squad mates taking their shots, like if it's like a windy day or rainy day, you see like the bird dipping and weaving and all that stuff, and like you get to know more of what to expect. But when it's like a nice, like little itty bitty breeze day, like the birds are flying like almost perfectly, and honestly, it was the first one I ever shot in this year, so kind of just took me off by surprise, but it happened. It's behind me now. It's all good.
Yep, remember the good ones, move on to the next. Thank you, Nolan, for joining us here, and have a good day.
You too, Joey.
Thank you to Nolan Feldhake, senior, joining us here today. He was shooting on 4 earlier, as his squad did a pretty nice job. Raiders doing a great job trying to jump Owatonna here in the standings. We'll cut back to Lance down there in the Skeet.
So, yeah, if they're shooting perfect, they'd shoot 2 of these. But no, I think everybody's got at least 1 miss. So, but still, they're definitely putting up good scores.
Oh, yeah. So is that the
low house?
Yeah, with the pipe on the end with the ball on. Is that also if they shoot?
Okay, yeah. So when you're aiming over there, so that's kind of the path to take. So if you're watching, you can kind of see that that's probably out of bounds. But you actually aim, believe it or not, aim at the middle station. There's a ball just like that in the middle.
Okay.
And we have another interview here today. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Hi, I'm Naya Morshin.
What was that?
Naya Morshin.
And what grade are you in?
6.
So you're a 6th grader, so you're about as young as you can be on this team. Where were you shooting today?
At Station 2, House 2.
So House 2, just right here off to the left of us. How'd your squad do here today?
They did pretty good. A lot of 20s.
Can you run through the numbers and who was in your squad?
I got 21 for the first one. Caden got 20. Nick got 19. Danica got 21. And Eli got 18. And then for the second round, I got 20. Caden got 14. Nick got 23. Danica got 22. And Eli got 21.
And the people in your squad, are they around your age? Are they all spread out around? Or?
I'm pretty sure they're like 8th grade.
Okay, but you know them well enough through this season, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, how is that for you, going out here, talking to people that you probably haven't known before joining this team?
It's fun because you can make a lot of new friends and you can learn new things and how to get better.
So, obviously, this is your first year on the team. Have you been shooting for a while, just hunting with family or something, or?
This would be my first year shooting with the team, and my brother and my family, we've just done it.
Makes sense. Well, obviously, you have plenty of experience. Are you confident in doing this for the rest of your high school career?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
It's going to be a plan, all right. Sounds like a good plan. So, what's your favorite part of being out here on these days?
Just like enjoying the sun and being with people and just making people happy with it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us here, and have a good day. And we'll cut back to Lance down there with a skeet shooting again. And that should be our last interview, but I won't speak too soon. So make sure to stay tuned here on NorthfieldLive.com.
They get frustrated and they can make one miss become 2 and then 3. But these guys and girls have already got past.
Yeah. Here, I'll swing the camera over here again as they get ready to shoot that high house again.
So here you'll shoot 4 shots. You'll shoot a start with a high, then you shoot a low, then you shoot a double.
Okay. Looking down at the other end and seeing if Joey is. I don't know if Joey, are you listening to us, or I don't know if there's another group of trap kids that are going to come through. But.
So it's obviously chase again. So
okay. Yep.
Everybody's got a fresh slate again.
Yeah.
You shoot the high coming away, and then the low will come up right by you. So
okay.
That's why you shoot them in a particular order.
Okay.
Because you always want the one coming to you last.
Okay.
Because it's a shorter shot. Yeah. But those two birds or clays literally came out at the same time, but notice how they come out in different positions. But even though they came out of the house, so but that's why it's critical to shoot them in the right order.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Always trying to navigate the people here. I'm always, all the sports that we do, sometimes I'm like, oh shoot, we just sat right up in front of people.
Yeah,
and
people
like,
come over around though. Hey, I'm usually wandering here to there, next place, and I like to kind of stay out of their blind spot. I like to stay in their blind spot. So
yeah.
They're not even looking at me, but
yeah.
But like even like me and Tad, I pull for it when we practice. Times.
Yeah. So it looks like the machine might be having some troubles there. It's kind of throwing them.
They'll clear one before they start again. That's kind of make sure you're shooting one. They could. Yeah. Okay, they just cleared one. So. Yeah.
Well, we do have one more interview here. Can you introduce yourself for us?
This is Braden Kobus.
And what grade are you in, Braden?
Ninth.
Ninth grade. How long have you been shooting here?
Actually, this is my first year.
First year on the team. You liking it so far?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And how deep are you in the season? I'm not really too familiar.
About like halfway, I believe. I'm not sure.
Halfway around. Are you? So obviously squad leader here today. Where were you shooting from? 1, 2, 3, 4.
One first.
So all the way down there on the left side, we weren't able to capture any of your shots really on the camera.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about position.
Oh yeah, no, I gotcha.
About like 3. Yeah.
Okay. So you were shooting on 3, as so we were able to get most of you here as you were the squad leader today. Can you run through who was on your team and what numbers they put up here for us?
Well, we got there's a lot of.
Go off.
Got 3 names?
Yeah, just say the name and then say the score.
Got Archer Malacha, I believe, 13 for first round. Catherine McLean, I don't know how to say that, 10. And then we got Charlie Johnson, 10. Carlin Brown, 18. And for second half, we got Archer Malika.
Yeah.
I just butchered that.
Hey, you're good.
11. Catherine McLean, 13. Charlie Johnson, 8. Colin Brown, 20.
All right, so a pretty solid day there. Really clear day. Obviously coming off of plenty of days where it has been raining, cold. How do you adjust between those rainy days and these nice warm days out here?
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm not sure.
Fair enough. Well, I'll let you keep on with your day. Thank you for coming in, joining us here.
Thank you.
And have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
All right, so thank you to all the athletes who joined us for those interviews. It's always nice to have them join us here. Looks like NPR is down there, done down there on the Skeet side, so we will just wait here.
They're shooting their second round. Yeah, they're shooting their second round down there. So I saw you were interviewing somebody, so I quit doing my Jim Nance interpretation of it. They're so close.
Yeah, it sounded like NPR on it. It was very quiet.
Yeah, I apologize, but
we could hear you. I think if they turned up their devices at home, they were able to hear. But I hope they got some of that because it was pretty interesting. As it's kind of hard to see the skeet that's going on down there, but it's definitely cool to see down there. As you can see that on your screen.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is when we announce softball in particular. Those poor girls are just
they can hear everything.
Yeah, they can hear everything we say. When we say strike three, and they're they know it obviously, and they're only like 10 feet from us. It's terrible.
I feel
feeling.
so bad. It's like,
yeah.
Sometimes I'll say, not a great swing right there. Like, oh wow, that's just mean.
Yeah, but in this case, these athletes were just a few feet from me, and etiquette is to not be just carrying away with the conversation right behind them, but
treat it like a golf.
Today we did. So I hope it was all good for everybody, both at home and out here.
Yeah, I think we figured it out. I gave you enough time in between when I would come on. People could adjust their volume levels.
Okay.
I hope at least.
Yep.
But it's a really fun day out here. Obviously, we're in the latter stretches here. This one, but we'll keep going until the Raiders are done here.
Yeah. The Skeet, they're a little over halfway down there. And then this is the last group on the trap range here in front of us, I'm assuming?
I believe so.
How many houses we got? Yeah, we have just... I wonder if that group...
I think they just finished down there on 4.
Okay. You've had some other...
Yeah, we've had everyone pop in that we are been waiting for, so...
Good.
It's nice to get all those interviews in.
I don't know if you heard, but Mason Sevchek shot a perfect score.
Wow, we did not hear that.
Yeah.
Mason Sevchek, perfect down there.
Yep. On his first round, it was a perfect score. Didn't miss one at all. So we're not exactly sure of the scoring with that. It's not... You get bonus points, I think, for shooting a perfect score, from what I've understood. Wonder if we can grab a coach here eventually. We'll talk about that. But yeah, overall the scores were very good. I didn't get a breakdown on exactly what they were, but there were not very many misses. I can tell you that.
Very impressive job there from the Raiders on the Skeet section. As here in the trap range, it's still going good here for the Raiders on 2 and 3. And they are back on 4 there. I'm kind of out of things to say here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we grab... Hang on a second. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to see if we can grab an athlete here.
And we do have another interview here. Can you introduce yourself for us?
I'm Max Myler.
Max Myler. Where were you shooting today?
Shooting over at Trap House 2.
And how long have you been on the team here for the Raiders?
For 3 years.
3 years, and what grade are you in?
8th grade.
8th grade. So you've been doing this for a while.
Yep.
And obviously you're still one of the younger guys on the team. How do you like being out here with all the older guys, the senior guys, and all your older teammates? Do you really get a lot of experience being from with them on these days like this?
Yeah, for sure. You get to definitely see, like, people with more experience. Get to learn from, like, their techniques and just experiences, stuff like that.
And what were you shooting today?
Today, I was shooting a 12-gauge Winchester.
And how long have you been shooting that?
For 3 years.
3 years, your whole career?
Mhm.
Planning on keeping it for a while?
Yep.
So it's working out well for you. Have you been shooting well this season?
Yeah, pretty well.
So obviously, you know, a lot of bad weather earlier in the season. Today, it's a nice, clear day. Does that kind of throw you off? Because I talked to a guy, he said that kind of when you're expecting that wind, you kind of expect that when it's a clear day like this, it's kind of like, oh, wow, I'm used to adjusting.
Yeah, for sure.
Throws you off a little bit there?
Yep.
Yeah, so obviously Raiders have done a really good job today through this clear weather as they're taking advantage of this wonderful day out here and doing a great job.
Yeah.
Is there any teammate that you would like to highlight who has been doing a really good job here today?
Let's see.
Kind of put you on the spot there.
I'd say Parker Malika.
Parker Malika.
Yeah, I think he's been doing pretty good.
Well, congratulations to him. You get a little mention there.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us here. And have a great day.
Yeah.
All right, there. So we got Joey swung the camera around down at the Skeet range a little bit. So looks like they got just a few stations left. Yeah, you got it. It's hard. Here, Joey, go ahead and put a headset on again.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to get it, but
yeah,
you can see it.
Yeah, it's hard to get. You can't get both trap or houses down there
Yeah.
from Skeet, so it's kind of. Hopefully, everybody at home that isn't familiar with this, or checking it out or whatever, that they've been able to grasp a little bit about. There's a high house,
Yeah.
and a low house, and they're making their way around that horseshoe.
It's kind of more about just seeing the guy shoot.
Yeah.
You can see that. You can kind of figure out what's going on here.
I really enjoy. I mean, right now here at the trap houses, it's I'm pretty sure it's all underclassmen, junior high kids, freshmen. But it's such an awesome mix of boys and girls.
Yeah.
Standing right next to each other. Where everything else, at least that I can think of off the top of my head right now, everything else we do, it's either boys or girls.
Yeah.
They're not standing or doing the same thing right. They're not competing against each other.
Yeah, this is definitely the only sport where they go together.
It's really awesome. And, a seventh grade girl, if she was good, would be competing against the senior boy.
Yeah, no difference.
Yeah,
Equal playing field.
Yeah, it's just, there's something about that. I mean, these kids way over here, it's not in our camera range, but the kids way over here on number 4, I mean, they look like they're 10 years old.
Yeah, they do. I've talked to a few of them. It's definitely interesting to just see how young they are, just being out here to go out here and have absolute confidence in themselves.
Yeah, well, they're probably not too far off from that. They certainly could be 6th graders.
Some of them are, yeah, definitely. I've talked to a few 6th graders here in those interviews, and I mean, they're just as confident as everyone else.
Yeah, and they got the uniform on. They've got the towel, and the one that I'm looking at here, his towel to keep everything clean is almost touching the ground. It's so small. But it's just, we're not making fun of his size at all.
It's coming out here and competing.
Exactly. That's what I'm really getting at, is that they're right here getting the same coaching. The varsity guys, athletes shot earlier in the day. And, but yet the captains are still here. The captains are most likely right now. Most of them are on the ski team, but it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, the only people who I've seen leave is one guy had a dentist appointment. That's it. Everyone else stays the whole time, comes and supports their teammates as long as they're here. As it's a tight-knit community in this team, and you can always tell when they're hanging out together and everything. It's nice to see them all treating each other with that same amount of respect for everyone. Apparently, when Skeet goes to right down the middle, we might be able to get the camera literally right behind them.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Do you want to run into the clubhouse and get yourself a drink here, Duval?
I might.
Yeah, you've been out here yapping for. Here, you can go and get me a Mountain Dew too, will you? As Joey Hudson there has been out here all day. Where's the Skeet team? The Skeet team's underneath the trap house here. Underneath the low house. Let's cut over here to trap just to show a little bit. I think that's I think we're looking at house number 2 on that camera angle. As a young man here on this end is getting some coaching. So that's something that doesn't always happen as well when you're, the coaches can literally walk right up behind you and talk about certain things. There was a chip. Got a piece of that one. There, the coaching paid off. He crushes that one. If there's any people that are still watching that aren't super familiar with a lot of this stuff, so we're watching two different shooting sports here today, both skeet and trap. There are a few others, including 5-stand and sporties. I think Morristown has a 5-stand down there, and a wobble, looks like, farther down beyond the skeet range. Thank you, Joey. And then there's another sport that's in this area called sporting clays. That's I've often described it as analogous to golf, where you go for a little bit of a walk, go to different stations with different presentations, just like in a golf course. Different holes have different both objectives and different presentations. Something I don't know if everybody's caught at home, when the students go to rotate, the scorer announces everybody's scores as they're rotating. So, cut back. What cut? Oh, it looks like Skeet just finished up. Oh, I missed that last one where they're right in the middle there, maybe. We'll see if we can get a couple coaches here at the very end to wrap this up. As I'm pretty sure these groups here on the trap range are in their final rounds. Joey, would you mind seeing if you can catch Mr. Pete Mergen, see if he wants to chat for a minute before we... 'cause I'm afraid people are going to start packing up and leaving here. Would you mind grabbing Pete Mergen's head coach?
Where he is?
Huh? Yeah, he's down there. Do you know who he is?
I think so.
Looks like he's headed back this way. So Trap House number 2 is finishing up. We just have Trap House number 3 left here, getting a few final shots in. Yeah. Ooh. Let's get this. Let's get this back on there, and I'll maybe turn this one a little bit. Oh yeah, perfect. Really good. Joey, you want to do these a little bit with the students?
Sure. Yes, you are. Fantastic.
Or here, we'll let Coach. You're all right. We'll let Joey do these, and I'll catch you at the end. Is that all right?
Sounds good.
Here, we'll let you. We'll let you put.
Brother and sister combo.
Yeah.
William, come on.
All right, we're gonna have an interview here in a moment.
Sister combo here.
So just give us 1 second to get ready.
I'll stand here and look pretty.
Huddle up next to your sister.
You gotta come in here next.
Yeah, come on right here.
Sorry.
You're good. All right, and here we are. So do you want to introduce yourself for us?
I'm Addie Lloyd. I'm William Lloyd.
And how old are you guys?
I'm 15. I'm 12.
So you're in what grades?
I'm in 7th.
And you're
9th.
9th and 7th grade. How long have you guys been shooting out here?
It's my first year. This is my 4th year.
So 4th year. So you've been doing this for a while. Did you convince him to join with you, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've always kind of shot together. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part of just being out here today and all these days?
Well, today it's nice out. So.
Yeah, obviously today it's nice out. I've been talking to some people that said, it's kind of weird when you go from those cold, windy days to a nice day like this. Did that throw you off at all today?
No, not this season because we've had a few good nice days, and so I feel like if it was rainy and windy consistently, it'd throw us off. But we've had some good practice days, so not really.
How'd you shoot today, or how'd your squad shoot today?
Our squad shot really well.
Can you run through who and what they shot?
Okay, so I shot 19 and 19. Alex Flom shot 12 and 14. William shot 12 and 19. Leo Watts shot 12 and 14. And then Madison Sevchek shot 16 and 20.
So a really good day from you guys all around. And what house were you guys shooting on?
House 4.
So you guys were way down there on the right, with a little out of view. So, if you're watching Northfield Live, it was 3 and then the one off to the right there. So obviously a good day here. What were you shooting today?
What do you mean by that? Like what?
What were you gun shooting?
Oh, I'm shooting a 12 gauge.
And how long have you been shooting that?
Since I started.
So since you
4
started,
years,
so 4 years. So you've been doing this for a long time, keeping that consistency going. What do you like being about out here with all the older teammates and the younger teammates? Do you think that really blends well and that camaraderie that creates there?
I think it does. I think that the older teammates are able to kind of help and connect with the younger teammates and just kind of show them like what they can look like when they're their age.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, and have a good day.
Thank you.
There you go. Joey, how do I do this here? Hit add? Okay, that's all right. Grab your scorecard there, big guy. What's your name? Introduce yourself. Come back here right near this end. Come back a little bit more. There you go. Who are you?
I'm Jake Larson.
Jake Larson?
Yep.
Nice to meet you. I'm going to turn my headset around. I don't like it when it's on my left side. I'm kind of picky about that. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Jake, what grade are you in?
I'm a freshman.
A freshman. How long you been doing this?
4 years, I think.
4 years. So you started when you were 6th grade?
Yep.
Fun. What? Tell us a little bit about that. How did you get into it?
I always like to shoot guns. And
Yeah, you're around a little bit. With your old man like to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. What do you shoot?
I shoot a 12 gauge.
Okay, what is it?
Shotgun.
Yeah. Do you know the make and model of it?
SKB.
Okay, there you go. You like it? You had it a long time?
Yeah, it's a great gun.
Good. All right. What'd you shoot today?
So I shot a 12 and 19.
Okay. It's all right.
Not too good, but
it's all right. Yeah. Who else is in your squad there? You were the squad leader today?
I was the squad leader.
All right. Who else? Liam Olson. What grade is Liam in? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. What'd they shoot today?
A 17 and an 18.
Okay. How about Liam Klein? Do you know what grade Liam's in?
I'm also not sure.
Okay, that's fine. You're getting to know these. Yeah, that's fine. That's part of this, right? Getting to know new people and stuff like that.
Yep.
And gosh darn, coach puts you on Northfield Live, puts you on the spot a little bit. I'm totally trying to make you relax. You're good. You're doing good. What'd Liam shoot?
13 and a 16.
13 and 16. How about Ivy?
23 and 21.
Okay. Do you know Ivy at all?
Not too well.
Not too well. Okay. Kale Reavers.
220s today.
220s today. Good. Good. Anything else about you? Obviously like this. You've been doing it for a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Even in the bad weather, it's great.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to come and do this in the bad weather
every week?
Yeah. That's what I like to see. I like that fire that comes out, and all of you answer it just like that. That you want to be here. It doesn't matter the weather. You want to come here and do this. It says a lot about the sport. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You also, me and Joey were also commenting earlier that you get a shoot. You've been coming here since you were in 6th grade, and there's girls right next to you. There's upperclassmen right next to you, right? That's a pretty cool part about it as well.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. Everybody's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's great.
You got anything else you want to add to that?
No.
All right. We'll bring Coach in here and start to wrap this up. I'll take the clipboard so you can take the headset off and hand it to Coach.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for coming in. Here's your scorecard back.
Pretty cool when you got kids like that, huh?
Yes, it is. It's really quick. A lot of the other my counterparts that do the streaming stuff, they don't have high schoolers to be a part of their broadcast. It's play-by-play and color or whatever. It costs me a lot more money to do that, but I love it. I love, in some ways I'm kind of putting them on the spot a little bit, but they work through it just like that kid, and I try to break them down and just make them at ease, and I don't know, I really enjoy giving them that challenge live and watching them work through it.
It's a great experience for the kids in general. I mean, you hit on a couple things with Jake right there. Hey, what grade is that kid in? I'm not really sure. Mm-hmm. That's why we have them be squad leaders, and everyone on the team gets to be a squad leader because we want them to know the other kids, regardless of the grade they're in, how they shoot. They're paired together for a reason.
Sure.
We don't just throw them on a team and see what happens. We try and pair them by average so they can get better together at the same time. So these kids aren't put on a team to be with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
If it works out that way, then so be it.
Right.
But it's about averages. We want to bring them up together. We don't want one person to necessarily
dominate
and cause the rest of them to start looking inwardly at their shooting. It really isn't about that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, every single one of the kids here today, it's been really great to, as we asking these questions, that none of them complained about the weather like last week. I mean, I was out here, you saw me, and we were standing in mud, and none of them complained. They all wanted to be here. Some of them, they were pretty much just shrugged it off, like, oh yeah, it was a little drizzly last week. it was more than drizzly, and we had some good wins. But that's and that's also coming from underclassmen,
right?
And I just love that they want to be here and do this so much, and that's a testament, of course, to you and the program that you're building here. So.
I appreciate that very much. It's a big deal to me. As you know, I've told this to you personally. It's become a life passion for me, and it's such an honor and a privilege to coach these kids. It's incredible, life changing for me.
You got any kind of recap from today? We saw some 25s come across?
Yeah, it's been a good day. Weather, couldn't ask for better weather. So yeah, there's quite a few 24s and 25s, which is exactly what we need to be competitive and to keep moving up the ranks. Our Skeet team just finished off the first round, or the first squad just finished off their 2 rounds and shot very well. So we had a lot of 45, 46, 47s. I think there was might have been a 48 in there.
If I'm not mistaken, Sebchek
Yep.
He shot on the first one. He shot a perfect.
Mason shot a perfect 25, perfect round. Ted Stanton just missed on the very last target.
Oh shucks.
He would have had a perfect round. We need those. Skeet's a little bit more difficult. A lot more concentration. So we need those big scores to stay in first place. So we should have enough this week, hopefully, to stay in first place. The exciting thing is what's going on right now. So we're in kind of the junior varsity and novice group right now. But because out of our 91 kids, we can count 66 of our scores.
Okay.
We need this group to shoot well in order to continue to move up. And I just, I work up and down the line just kind of looking for things, helping the coaches and help the students. A lot of it is just a mental thing. On a day like today when there's a kid that's not putting together a good round, it's focus and concentration. So trying to give positive words and try and keep them on that level it's a full-time job.
Yeah, it is. It is. So. It certainly is. This has all been just absolutely great. It's just been with Joey and I have had lots of conversations with us on the air and with lots of the kids on the air, and I hope a lot of people at home have been able to learn some things and just broaden the knowledge and the experience of this to a lot of people today, I hope.
We're so grateful you guys could come out today. Again, incredible day, which is kind of rare for our sport, but shedding a little bit of light on it. Most people have no idea what goes on down here, and the level of skill and the level of professionalism that these kids show on a regular basis is pretty cool.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit between Joey and I. You have, how many did you say, 91?
Yep.
On your team? Okay.
Yep.
And so the amount of athletes that are here, and so they're clearly, they'll stand around, they're off camera right here. Some, they're chatting, they're hanging out, they're shooting the breeze a little bit, getting to know each other some. But then the level of, let's call it discipline, where the leader brings them up to the line, and they're all doing things in a very structured way, all the safety stuff aspect of it. It's impressive. This group of amount of coaches, assistant coaches you have. I could go on and on.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Joey's never been out to anything like this before, and so it was great to have his take on that as well.
That's cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah. You got anything else you want us to add?
No, just a big thanks for you guys coming out. I know a few of the kids that'll be coming in here to speak here in a few minutes are, again, we've got some really good kids that are out shooting today, and some of them will be first-timers that you'll talk to, so you'll get a kind of a neat thing here.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. We got one right here, young lady, that's waiting to come on, so this is great.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lance.
Yeah, thanks again.
Appreciate it very much.
We'll get through this. Is this the last of? So we got Skeet going one more time.
Yep.
And then where are we at in this?
I'm guessing. Let's see. I got to look at what time it is. 4:37. I am guessing that we are. There might be two more squads after. It just depends how some shoot ahead of the others sometimes, so we get caught up quickly. But this should be pretty close.
Okay, sounds great.
So we have Ava right here.
All right,
Ava Little. She's going to tell you a little bit about how good she is.
All right, let's see it. We'll hear it. Thanks again, Pete. Pete Mergens, the head. Both Skeet and trap coach. Come on in here a little bit more. Maybe another little half a step there. This is kind of the middle. There we go. All right. Go ahead and bring the mic a little bit closer. Yeah, you won't break it. There you go. Awesome. Go introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Ava Little.
Okay. What grade are you in, Ava?
I'm a senior this year.
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
How long have you been part of this team?
I think like 8th grade.
Okay. So you got a few years of doing it?
Yep.
What do you enjoy about this?
I love that everybody's so supportive here.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see who was on your team today.
So it was Emmett, Mitchell, my little sister, and then James.
Okay, so Emmett, do you know what grades Emmett is in?
Do not know.
Okay. How about Mitchell Stopsky?
No, I don't.
Okay, not sure. That's your sister.
Yes.
What grade is she in?
She's a 10th grader.
Okay. And then James Conley?
No.
You don't know him?
I don't know him.
Okay. That's all right. So I mean, some pretty decent scores here
Yes.
today. Yeah, right? Several people in the 20s here
Yep.
As individual rounds. So, yeah, it's what you're an upperclassman here, right?
Yep.
You've been shooting for a few years.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about what do you help a lot of the underclassmen with stuff?
I mostly do help my little sister on stuff.
Yeah.
So like she overthinks a lot, so I'll help her help with that.
Yeah. Just relax her and give her some
Yes.
confidence.
Yes.
That is great. Is there any other things? I'll ask a question. Do you know what the gun is that you shoot?
Mine is a 12 gauge.
Okay. Do you know the make and model of it at all?
I don't really remember it.
Okay. Is it your family?
It is my dad got it from my brother, but then my brother got a different gun, so
Yeah.
they gave it to me.
There you go.
Yep.
You like it?
Yes.
That's awesome. So this gets you. Do you hunt or fish or anything?
Deer hunt.
You deer
Yes.
hunt. Okay, but this gives you another reason to come out and get
Yes.
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Awesome. The coaching.
Yes.
Yeah, the coaching is good, and you have gotten better. I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's great. I'll give you this back.
Thank you.
What else you want to tell us about the sport or today? You got anything?
I mean, it's really fun. I mean, I hope more people join and it gets really big.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has been growing. Right now,
Yes.
Coach says there's 91 on the team. That's awesome.
And I hope everybody comes out to state this year because that will be cool and very fun.
Yeah. That's in Alexandria, correct?
Yes.
And everybody gets to go.
Yep.
If they can make it.
I've went 4 years. It's always really fun.
That's awesome.
Yes.
We've never. Both my boys have shot, and I have a senior on the team right now.
Yep.
But it always lands during playoff baseball time
Yeah.
and graduation time, whatever. We always seem to have conflicts.
Yeah.
So we've never gone, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's a lot of fun.
It is
and you
very
get to
fun.
use this awesome tent that we're in.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming in.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Have a great one. Yep. All right. Well, so that was Ava Little. So we do still have. So we're in the 4:30 round. So there are 3 houses still shooting, and it looks like. Yeah, it looks like the second group of Skeet is shooting. So in that group down there, let's see which. Let's switch a camera. Hey, Joey, you want to run down and turn that camera on the Skeet towards them? I'll cut back to the trap house here as the second group of Skeet. So who are we looking at as we get my face right in that camera? We're on number 3, trap. So that's J.C. Snopsky, Jacob Bergen, Braden Moses, and Ethan Moore. Ethan Moore has reached out to us here recently about doing more stuff on Northfield Live. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, here, I'll get me out of the picture. Oh, there now, Joey. Joey's over there on the trap, or on the Skeet range. Do. Oh, and I think you just lost. Well, you just lost the camera down there. Here, we'll do that. I think we just lost the transmitter for Skeet. Oh, shucks. There, boy, oh boy, we're just dropping cameras and everything left and right here. Backup recordings regularly. Why is it doing that? Do. There. Ish. We lost your Hollyland down there.
Yeah, the power bank fell. I plugged it back in, but it should be connected. There it is. We just got it back.
And then of course I went to move this camera, and then it slightly unplugged. So then we briefly didn't have any cameras at all there for a hot minute. But
the Hollyland is.
Let's keep it on trap house number 2 here for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out what's going on down there.
So on trap house number 2. It looks like Henrik Cordum, Aaliyah Craig, Austin Smith, Axel Byler, and Gunnar Johnson. But there's only 4 of them out there. Looks like Aaliyah Craig is the one that's missing, would be my guess.
Skeet camera is on. I don't know if you said that. Do you want to catch that?
Let's continue to show this house here for a couple minutes. I think we've got a couple fans that are watching a certain athlete on this house. So we'll cut over to Skeet when they go back to that middle spot. Or is that all right? Where are we at?
They're right there all the way on the right side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that'll work.
This
We'll
is
be
a
able to
perfect
get
spot right now.
Yep. Here, there's rotating here on house 2. So there's the Skeet. And this group is Carter Sumner, Maddie Sevchik, Braden Dupay, Ava Miller, and Cohen Streitz.
And we can bring it back to trap house number 2 here.
Okay. Can you read the names of the backs of the jerseys here? Can you read the young man that's going to shoot right now, or the one that's on the end here?
It looks like far right is Smith. That's about all I can get.
Yeah, so Austin Smith. I think this is Henrik Cordum shooting here now. And he crushes it. All right. You want to take that. And boom. Boom. All right. Let's back up here. Let's get this in the middle between us. All right. You ever been on TV before?
Nope.
No? Well, now you have. Now you have. Here, I'm going to hang on to this for a second. Take the microphone and put it right close to your mouth even. I mean, yeah, there you go. You won't break it. All right. Introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Kate Truman.
Kate Truman. What grade are you in, Kate?
8th.
8th grader? Nice. Do you like this?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
You like shooting trap? How long you been doing that?
I started last year.
Okay. Awesome. What have you done anything like this anywhere else before, or how'd you get introduced to this?
My brothers did it, so I started doing it.
You had older brothers that do it.
Yep.
Okay. Who are your older brothers?
Peyton and Easton.
Okay. Yep. So, do they still shoot?
No.
They both.
They took a break.
Okay. Are you better than them yet? No. Are you getting better?
Yeah.
Yeah. What other activities are you in?
I play tennis.
Okay. So that's also going on right now, correct?
For boys, yeah.
For boys it is. So when is the girls' season?
In the fall.
In the fall, okay. But you're an 8th grader, so in that sport, do the junior high kids, are they able to be on varsity, or do you have to wait till you're in high school in tennis?
I think we could, but
If
most
you were-
people wait.
Right. Okay. But in this case here, you enjoy being out here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody's nice and fun? You're learning stuff?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you were the squad leader today?
Yeah.
Okay. You weren't super happy about that, or?
Not my favorite, but that's fine.
Okay. You were able to get through it? You were able to get through it, lead your team?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just talk about a little bit. Do you know your squad?
Yeah.
You know them? What grade is, who's this?
Nilsson is in 8th grade.
Okay. And they shot all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about, and then, so you just have 4 people in your group?
Yeah, just 4.
Benjamin LaPanta is also in your group?
Yep.
What grade is he in, do you know?
He's in my grade.
8th grader?
Yep.
Okay. And then Madeline?
Freshman.
A freshman? Okay. All right. What else can we chat about here? We're not going to go over your scores unless you really want to.
I
Yeah, I don't think you really want to. That's fine. You're getting better, though, right? Yeah. What can you tell me about, do you know your gun? Do you know what it is?
I think it's a 12 gauge semi-automatic.
Okay. Do you know what the make is? Is it a Browning or is it a
Winchester. I
the
think.
Winchester?
It's
Okay.
my brother's.
It's your brother's. Yep. You just get the hey. You want to do this? You're using your brother's gun. Yep. That's all right though. That's all right. I mean, tennis. This is probably similar-ish to tennis, right? You're kind of on your own.
Yeah.
But you're part of a team, right? Do you mostly play singles or do you play doubles in tennis?
Both. Really.
Both. Okay. So there's some similarities though. Yeah. Except for we don't go to tennis right now because we don't know how to. Much like this sport, it's like okay, there's however many tennis courts going at the same time, so we haven't done tennis match yet. But have you been meeting a lot of new people?
Not a lot, but I know most of these people.
You know a lot of them. It helps having older brothers, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, because your brothers are in swimming, correct?
Yep.
Yep. That's fun. That's fun. I guess I've said this with a lot of them, but I enjoy the fact that you're out here with upperclassmen, and so they're kind of around in the mix, right? Okay. You got anything else you want to talk about? Not really. Not really. Well, thank you for coming over here.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really fun. You got anybody is anybody watching? You want to say hi to? No, nobody's watching.
I don't think so.
Oh, there is. There's a few hundred people watching.
Oh.
It's all right though. This is one of my favorite parts. Is just introducing all of you to Northfield Live, and all of the fans. They want to see and hear from you guys. Just what we talked about. Your experience. We're showing everybody the sport of trap, right? We're showing that middle schoolers, 7th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, boys, girls, and you're literally standing right next to In your case, you're standing right next to a boy, and they might be an upperclassman or an underclassman, but it's an even playing field, right? There is no, you don't play tennis against the boys, do you?
Mm-mm.
Right? So isn't this kind of cool that you
Get to be with everyone.
Yeah, the whole school. Everybody's wearing N on the front of their hat here today, right? I think that's super awesome. All right, well, thanks for coming over here,
Yeah,
Kate.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks a ton, and we'll let you go turn that in, and hope you keep getting better throughout the year.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming over. I'll take that while you take the headset off if you want. There you go. Perfect. Yep, thanks. How's it going, big guy? Here, I'll take that. You want to put that on? Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yep.
Good. All right, come in here just a little bit more. There you go. All right, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Henrik Cordum,
Okay, what grade are you in, Vic?
7th.
7th grader. How long you been doing this?
2 years.
2 years. How did you get into this?
I just wanted to try it.
You wanted to try it. How'd you hear about it?
My friends did it.
Your friends did it. Fun. Did your parents do anything like this?
No.
No? Do they hunt?
We hunt sometimes.
Sometimes. But this you got into to do with your friends.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You enjoy it?
Yeah.
What did you think about like last week with the weather? Do you still want to be here?
No.
No? How did you shoot today?
I shot pretty well for me.
Okay.
I shot a 17 and a 13.
Good. Yeah. What are you shooting? What kind of gun are you shooting? Do you know?
I'm shooting Savage Arms over under.
Okay. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Good. So this is pretty good for you. You're getting better.
Yep.
Good. Who else is on your team? What grades are they in?
Austin Smith is a 7th grader.
Okay.
Axel Byler is a 6th grader, and Gunnar Johnson is a 9th grader.
Okay. And has this been your group here the last few weeks? Or has it switched up some? Or?
It's been my group for the past 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Was this your first time being the squad leader?
Yeah.
Fun. How'd that go?
Fine.
Fine?
Yep.
Yeah. No problems?
Not
No?
really.
Good. You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is there anything that you think you're learning here from being the squad leaders and also just being out here and being part of this?
I don't know.
What other activities are you in?
I ski for club, and I
Alpine ski?
I run track, and I swim for the boys' high school team, and I play soccer.
Okay. So a lot of the other sports you do are very similar to this, right? But for like, you said you're in Alpine?
Yep.
And swimming, track. Those three sports are in some ways, very similar to this, where it's it's you versus, in this case, versus the clay, right? When you're track, you're out there kind of by yourself. And when you're Alpine, you're going down that slope by yourself, right? But yet you're also contributing to a team score.
Yeah.
Right? This, I feel like, especially when you're the squad leader, can a lot of times be, are you part of a relay on a track team at all?
Yeah.
So when you're a part of a relay, now you're running your leg, right? But you're also part of a team.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, especially the person anchoring the leg is kind of the captain, maybe, of that relay.
Yeah.
That I feel like is analogous. That's a big word maybe for you. But, right, is there similarities that you see there now that I bring those things up, that this would maybe be?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I've told this to all the kids that have come in here. I really enjoy, there's 91 of you from what we've been told.
Yeah.
From 6th graders all the way through seniors. And your boys, girls, you're shooting right next to each other.
Yeah.
You don't do that in any other sports that really do you, right? When you're going down the Alpine slopes, do boys have different courses than the girls do, or is it the same course?
I don't know about high school, but in club we have separate courses.
Yep. So in this case, you're literally shooting right next to everybody.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's getting the same coaching.
Yeah.
You getting better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a ton. You got anything else you want to brag about trap or anything else?
Not really.
Do you have a good swim season too? How do you do swim and alpine?
I do club alpine for Welch.
Okay. And that doesn't interfere with your swim season?
Not really, because on the meets we have on weekends, it's on Saturdays.
For club swimming? Or
High school.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's awesome. I hope you can continue to do all of those things.
Yep.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. You got anybody else you want to say hi to or anything?
Nope.
No? All right. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming over. I'll take this while you take the headset off. Thanks for coming on. All right. Well, we've got a tangled mess of cords here, Joey. After I had untangled them here earlier today. Nothing we can't fix. There. Much better. What's that?
Basically got them all untangled.
There we go. Well, by the looks of the amount of athletes that are left, I think they were able to get our last two groups squeezed in here.
Yeah, this is definitely the ending here.
What do we got happening down there in the Skeet range?
You know, I'm just looking. They're just coming back out there. Looks like to shoot again.
Yeah, they're coming around towards that lower house. These kids here, it's fun just to put them on camera and just chat with them a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about their scores like the older kids, you know, where they're shooting in the 40s for the most part, where the latter half here they're, you know, combined maybe shooting in the 20s.
Yeah.
So then it might be good for them. You know, that might be high scores for them, but if they want to volunteer that information, we'll take it, but I'm not going to put them under the gun.
That makes sense.
So that's why I haven't been talking about the scores for a lot of these.
Well, I was asking everyone, so
yeah,
you got plenty if you're listening to all of them.
Yeah. When I was looking at the score sheet for some of them here at the end, some of them would maybe have a round that would hit a 20.
It's pretty much what we're at right now, and especially we're getting in the interviews now is the younger guys, the 7th graders, those 8th graders they have 4 years to get up those scores up. They're still working out the fundamentals.
Yeah, we're shooting JV squads here, or C squads here now, but that's fine. We do. It's interesting in this sport, the JVs at the end, where almost every other sport we do JV.
Never seen JV at the end.
Yeah, we start with JV.
It's always JV has to wake up earlier and get there.
Yeah. And you and I are normally setting up during JV. So a lot of times we'll have a camera on, but no play-by-play or anything like that happening. But
it's unique here. We get the cool down more for the JV. It looks like we're wrapped up here on house number 2, or at least going in between rounds.
Yeah, let's cut over to the Skeet. I think they're in the camera range. Yep, there they are.
I think I set it up for that shot, so.
And again here, let me run down who was on that Skeet over there. It's Carter Sumner, Maddie Sevchik, Braden Dupay, Ava Miller, and Cohen Streitz. Cohen Streitz is sophomore. That looks like, who was that? I don't have my glasses on.
I can't quite tell who's down there since they all have hats on.
I'm going to grab my glasses here from behind you.
And now they're moving down there.
Mm.
Now they're hiding from us behind the wind.
Yep. Well, what do we got here? We're going to, I think house number 2 is they're in between their rounds.
Yep, house number 2 between the rounds. I think 3 also, or maybe 3 is just done. That's what it's looking like. They're unplugging there.
It looks like it.
And it looks like 4 is just about wrapping up. Actually, 2, no, they're between. There they are. Walking out now.
I'd never noticed before on 2, the middle 3 don't have separate sidewalks. See how on over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's really random difference. I suppose 4 doesn't have them either. It doesn't look like it from my view here.
I remember when my boys first started coming out, the sidewalk that's right in front of us did not exist.
No.
It was just a muddy path.
Can't imagine on one of those rainy days.
I'm surprised there's much grass where we're standing as there is.
It is pretty surprising that they're able to maintain this grass out here. Obviously, there's a lot of foot traffic on days like this. As right now you're looking at the Skeet there all the way down.
So yeah, there's only on Skeet. I mean, we had the first team. There's 2 teams of 5 or 2 groups of 5. So only 10 athletes get to be on the Skeet team.
Yeah, it's a really elite group there that they put together who can hit those shots. It's very impressive that they're able to go out there, as you can hear from the people who aren't on the team, but they talk about it. You can tell their teammates are all impressed that they are able to do that.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to see who that is shooting down there. It's just so hard to tell on the screen.
I think that the last remaining squad leaders are being told to come through here, so that's why we're sort of just stalling things out and showing these last few. Give everybody a chance to be on the air.
Definitely couldn't have picked a better day for this, for our first stream of this.
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect. You wouldn't even want it to be any warmer. It'd be hot underneath this tent.
That's something that I've noticed talking to a bunch of different people. Some say that it's actually harder when it's a day like this, when last week it was so windy and cold.
Okay.
They're so used to over adjusting for the wind, and they're thinking about that. They don't have to overthink what they're doing.
Yeah, sure.
And now here it's such a nice day. You go out there and you don't have that distraction from it. Now you're trying to adjust for something that you don't need to.
Yep. I've definitely had that in some of the stuff that I shoot, where some of the harder presentations I've had more success with.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because I focus better, or if I'm just lazy on the easy ones. It's obviously extremely frustrating when you miss the easy ones, the ones that are right in front of you.
You just feel like you're supposed to hit it no problem.
Yeah.
And when you miss it, it just feels like the world's ending a little bit.
Yeah. And in my case, and what I shoot, the people that set up the presentations they will mess with you. They'll mess with your mind. So they will throw a bird where because they'll have you in a different spot where maybe you think the bird is either flying straight or level, when in reality it's moving slightly away from you and dropping.
Oh, yeah.
There's some subtleties, and they'll mess with the topography of both where you're standing and where it's being thrown from, and what your what your eyesight line is giving you. So like tree lines and things like that, they'll really mess with you. But overall, I love it. This sport here, the trap in particular, it's all very mental. This is repetition.
Yeah.
There's, when you're on that far left, you're either going to get the straightaway or the one to the left.
This is basically just golf. I mean, it's
there's
fundamentally a lot of similarities with just the way that they're doing this and just the subtle differences that they change instead of the obvious stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely a lot of analogies to golf with this.
As Skeet seems to be coming off there.
Did we get any of the Skeet guys from that first group?
I don't think we got any, but we had Tad earlier, so.
Yeah, well, I wonder if the group that just went by, do you want to go grab, or do you want me to go grab one of them?
Grab one?
Yeah, I'll grab one to talk about their group.
As camera cuts back here to house number 2 for just wrapping up, or I guess 4 is still going down there on the far right. We've had Mike out here just kind of on the table off to the side, so hopefully we're only picking up what we want to pick up, if you know what I mean. But I just think everyone's been smart. As it's been a really fun day out here, being able to get out here and enjoy the weather, get something to do, get out of the house on a nice Sunday, and can't think of a better place to be than exploring a new sport here on NorthfieldLive.com. Always looking for more. And we'll see what more we can add to the schedule. That's definitely something we're looking forward to. As I'm trying to ramp this up before I go off to college in the fall. As you get anyone?
It's picture day, so I think they're headed down there. They're standing in line for.
Yeah, that's right. They have to get their picture done.
Stuff. So I'll catch them on their way back.
Certainly a nice day for picture day here.
Oh yeah.
As it looks like once house number 2 here is done, we'll wrap up shortly thereafter.
Yeah, hopefully these squad leaders that are, if they're going to come here, they've been coming right over with their scorecards. So
yeah, they definitely know what's going on with what we're waiting for them, and obviously some want to talk, some don't.
Right.
No shame in not wanting to come on here after in the middle of a day.
Yep. We'll try and catch Dan here. Dan, do you know how that second group did down there?
Yeah, they shot well.
Yeah? Do you want to jump on air with us a little bit and chat about it, or?
I can, but
Grab one of them? All right, we will.
they shot.
Who would be a good
We'll try to figure out who to grab here as we're looking at some of those athletes walking down.
Great, but he's young. He's an 8th grader on Skeet. He's the youngest one on Skeet. Huh? No, he just went.
I'm going to grab one of you to talk about it. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Okay. There you go. I'll come over here. Do you want to interview him, Joey, or me?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay. Stand right here, Joey.
All right. All right, you want to introduce yourself for us here?
I'm Braden Dupay.
Oh, microphone. Pretty much onto your mouth.
I'm Braden Dupay.
And what grade are you in?
8th grade.
8th grade, so you're one of the younger guys on the Skeet team. Are you the youngest on the Skeet?
I am.
And how's that going for you?
Pretty good.
Is this your first year shooting Skeet? Or
It is, yeah.
Is this, how long have you been on the team overall?
I was on the fall team and then this team, so.
So
are you
you're-
talking about full?
Just being around here, trap and Skeet.
Since 6th grade.
6th grade, okay. So you've been going as long as you can.
Yep.
What are you shooting out here today?
For trap, I didn't shoot great. I shot a 16 and 21, and then for Skeet, I shot a 23 and 20.
And how'd the team do overall on Skeet?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Is that like really good? Or is that expectations, a little above? Or
It's pretty much about what we would expect.
And obviously you're trying to compete for that section title. Do you think that this team has a good shot at that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And what do you think this team is going to really excel at in this year, in this season?
I would say our Skeet team's very strong, and then we have a lot of good trap shooters too. So
we've talked to plenty of coaches and athletes. They've said that the Skeet team has done really good. That's really what helps this team win a lot. And do you think that you've really helped play a part in that? Do you think that this whole team, that whole Skeet team, is really all playing their roles?
Yeah, we've all shot pretty well on it. So.
Well, that's always awesome to hear. Is there any advice that you'd have for anyone younger who's thinking about trying to do Skeet? Because obviously we've heard by a lot of people that it's a little more difficult than your trap.
Yeah, it is. I would just say try it out first and just see if you like it, and then keep practicing it.
Always great idea. Tad joining here.
What are we talking about?
We're just talking about how fun Skeet is and how anyone interested should just go out for it.
Yeah, try it. Yeah, if you're on the team, you have nothing to lose but to try out for it in the fall. You either make the team in the spring or you don't. We take the top 10 best. We take 15 in the spring. We'll have, I think, 6 openings this year on the team, so there will be 9 new kids, or no.
6.
What is that? 6 new kids.
6 new kids, yeah.
In the spring. So would that be 11 new kids shooting in the fall? That's a lot.
So plenty of new spots, plenty of opportunities for anyone interested.
Yeah, and nothing you can do but practice, 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 and the more you practice, the better you get. Braden's getting better. Braden's practicing all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of the best parts about this team is you guys have so many coaches that help you out. You have 26 assistant coaches is the number that I heard. That's just such an insane amount compared to every other sport. Do you think that really helps out all these younger athletes?
It does. I mean, you can look out right now. I mean, there's coaching there. There's coaching down there. But I think it's law. For every 5 shooters you have to have at least one coach.
Gotcha.
But we do have amazing coaches, and I'm really proud of them. They put in good effort into trying to help all of us. So
as a team, you feel like you all shot really well today? That's what Braden said?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out today. I mean, I couldn't be more happy with my squad. I think his squad shot pretty good, too, for Skeet.
Yeah, we did.
My trap squad put up amazing numbers.
So all around a great performance from the Raiders. Thank you to both of us for joining here, and have a great season, great day.
Thanks for hosting.
Yep. All right, always awesome to have some more athletes join us up here. Put on the headset. It's always fun. If you or anyone you know are interested, just contact us on northfieldlive.com. As it looks like house number 2 is about wrapped up here. So we are pretty much on the downswing now. As we see just if any other athletes want to come in, pop in, pay a visit to us. But it's really nice to have those guys, especially those senior guys like Tad, who come in. Tad's really well-spoken. I've known him for a long time. He really is excited and enthusiastic about what they're doing out here, as they all are, as they all go out there to help their teammates clean up a little bit. And we're just about on the way here.
Yeah, like you said, it's awesome for Tad to jump in there with, I think the Braden Dupay young man is an 8th grader, I believe.
Yeah, 8th grader, youngest shooter on the team, Skeet team.
Yeah. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, it's always awesome to see that as you see them wrapping up their house number 2. Number 4 still shooting down there. They're just about wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much all I've got right now.
Yeah, I think that is about it. I was just going to see. I'm not sure if they're telling the squad leaders to come over here. We'll see.
Looks like we've got someone coming our way.
Yeah. There we go. Coming in here. Awesome. You want to do the interview, Joey?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and put that on. You can go ahead and I'm gonna get this out of your way. Go ahead and stand in there right next to the end on the. Go ahead and back up. Back up. There you go.
Do you want to introduce yourself for us?
Sure. I'm Miles Steffel, and I play for the Northfield trap team.
And what grade are you in, Miles?
7th.
So 7th grade, you're right down there and about as young as you can get. You jumped into the team as early. Were you shooting last year in 6th grade?
No.
So this is your first year.
Yes.
And you're shooting trap here. How do you think you did and your squad did today?
I didn't do the greatest today. I usually average more in the 30s.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, there's those off days, and there's plenty of time for you and your whole squad, obviously the younger bunch here. You know, are you excited for going forward into your next few seasons here?
Yeah.
Keep developing, getting those numbers up. What do you like here about being together with all these older teammates who really help you get through these seasons?
It's nice because they're really helpful.
Yeah, all the coaches, teammates really helpful?
Yeah.
And what's just your favorite part about being on the trap team?
Because I really don't get to shoot a lot since I'm farther out in the country. There's not that really areas to shoot, so I have to drive 30 minutes to get to the closest range.
Well, obviously, there's a lot of dedication in there for you. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on just being able to be out here on a team. A lot of guys. I hope you just take as much advantage of it as you can, as it's just awesome to be out here competing in these sports. And have a great day. Have a great season.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining us here. As I'm trying to make sure that I mute the right microphones.
Awesome. We got one group left, it looks like.
Yeah, just one group left, and we can't really get a camera on them. Someone coming up here. There we go. Yeah. Here we go. I keep forgetting this camera's on. Do you want to introduce yourself for us here?
My name is JC Stopsky. I'm in grade 8.
And how long have you been on the team here?
1 year.
So this is your first year?
Yeah.
The year before?
This is my first year.
And how do you think it's going so far?
I think I'm doing okay, but yeah.
Are you liking it? That's what I mean. Are you enjoying your time out here?
Yeah.
Are you I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's really fun.
Did you know anyone on the team before you came out?
I have some friends on my team.
Sure. It's always nice to have that pre-existing camaraderie, but have you made a lot of friends since you joined the team? Obviously, you're spread around with so many different people that you usually don't see.
Yeah, I met a lot of 7th graders and friends.
Well, that's always nice. Are you excited to keep moving forward in your career, or do you plan on continuing to shoot?
Yeah, I definitely would like to shoot more on trap, and I'm going to go hunting more for sure.
Definitely sounds like a lot of fun. Can you run through what you and your squad did today?
Yeah.
Or just you want to run through who was in your squad altogether?
Yeah, so in my squad, it's me, Jacob Gergen, Mitchell Stopsky. Well, he didn't shoot today, but Braden Moses and Ethan Moore. They shot pretty good. They're very consistent, looks like.
Obviously, pretty solid day. Still working everything out. Middle of the season. All of you guys are pretty young, I'm assuming, as you're still working all those kinks out in your game. I hope that you have a lot of fun out here. Obviously, it's a lot of fun being able to be here. And thank you for joining us today. Have a great day. Have a great season.
Thank you.
So thank you to everyone who has joined in, all the athletes and all the fans who have watched, all the coaches for coming in here and helping us out for this broadcast. It's been a whole lot of fun here with the trap team. They have been about as welcome as hosts as we've ever had here hosting us for NorthfieldLive.com. It's wonderful to be here. Huh? Yeah. And we might have two athletes coming in, popping here. We'll see if he can get his friend to come in. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Ethan Moore. I'm Mitchell Stopsky.
And what grade are you guys in?
Both freshmen.
Both freshmen. How long have you guys been shooting?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. So you're brand new.
Yeah.
Have you been firing guns before, hunting, or going out?
Nope.
So you're brand new. Are
Yep.
you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. So you're getting plenty of new experiences here. Is that are you glad that you came out here?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Recommend it to everyone.
Everyone, single person?
Yeah.
Obviously, you've met a lot of new people since you've joined the team. Is that really like the best part for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet a lot of new people.
And well, how about you? How long have you been shooting?
Well, it's my first year as well for trout, but then I've been hunting here and there, and
So just going with your family?
Mhm.
Yeah. So obviously, a lot of people are like that. A lot of people have never shot before. They come out here. They have a blast doing it. I've never talked to anyone who regretted coming out for this. Yeah, whether they've never shot a gun in their life, whether they've grown up around hunting families. But, everyone who I've talked to always loves it. And how do you guys think that you guys are doing so far in your early career?
for me, I got a couple like iffies. Like I shoot good and then I don't shoot good, but I feel like if I can just continue shooting good, I'll be just fine.
Obviously, you just got to keep continuing to do good. What about you?
I've been shooting pretty good. I've been shooting like 20s, 21, but it's my first year. So.
Yeah, great start to a career there.
Yeah.
So obviously, you guys get a lot of experience with those older teammates, those seniors, those juniors that they have a bit more experience than you. Do you guys take off of that? Do you guys kind of take the advice that they give, or are you guys just kind of all there on the same page? You're all kind of equal there.
Yeah, I really disagree with most of the things they say. All the things they say help me when I'm shooting. Like, my gun's tilted, I adjust it. They help me with everything I need help with. And
obviously, you guys have a very full coaching staff, the 5 coaches, or one coach for every 5 players minimum. Does that really help you out here? Because they all seem very helpful. They're always around helping people out.
Definitely. Almost every single time a coach comes up to you to tell you something, the next pigeon that's thrown out, you shoot it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us here. Have a great day. Have a great season.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Once again, wonderful to get people coming up here and joining us, as I think we might have one more. Never mind. So thank you to everyone who has joined us here. It's been a whole blast. They provided a really nice tent for us here, which is the best. They have been wonderful hosts for us. As we're just about wrapped up from this. It's been a wonderful experience here on NorthfieldLive.com. Being able to broadcast this and anything new is always a whole lot of fun.
I'll jump back in here with you. Yeah, that's a lot of parents here on the front side. I don't know if you're putting us on camera or them on camera, but the kids on camera. But a lot of parents commenting on how awesome it is that, one, these kids are doing awesome things, coming out here and learning about the sporting clay, or sporting shooting sports.
Yeah.
That's the verbiage I was looking for.
There you go.
But then we're putting them on the air and things like that. So a lot of the same type of feedback that I've always gotten about you.
Yeah.
So, and, a lot of the other kids that have come on with Northfield Live. So it's just awesome stuff all the way around. And, is that we can't get a camera wrapped around really super well to that.
We'd be shooting through like 5 people.
Yeah, and some
looks like they're done anyways.
Stands and all kinds of other stuff. So we'll do one more interview here, and
that'll be it here from today. It's been a wonderful broadcast. As I've been saying, they have been wonderful hosts. It's been really exciting, as it's always nice when they reach out to us first or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've introduced ourselves as well. I think it's been a win-win. We've introduced ourselves to a lot of, especially the underclassmen.
Yeah.
Because normally we're doing varsity sports, and here it's a different environment. It's a lot more relaxed. We're really amongst them, where at a lot of other events we're in a
box.
Yeah, we're
literally in a box 100 feet away.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. This is fun.
It's nice to be right here. I mean, it's always weird when they can hear you. But
yes, it is tough when that's the case.
Especially in softball, if someone commits an error to end the inning and then they come up they're on deck and the next one they can hear me.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, you want to come on air? All right. Grab a headset there and go ahead and toss it on.
You want to introduce yourself for us?
Yeah.
Bring him in here and put him on the camera there, Joey.
You want to come on camera?
Yeah, put him on camera. You want to put this one on too? You want to talk again?
Sure. Yeah, we'll just go full screen for you. Just that. So, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Sam Matthews.
Sam Matthews. How old are you? Or what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 9.
Grade 9? Is this your first year?
This is my third year.
Third year, so you've been doing this for a while.
Yep.
You were doing trap?
Yeah, trap.
And how are you liking it?
I love it. It's really fun to come out here.
Yeah. Do you enjoy being around those older teammates? Do they really help you guide through this?
Yeah, they really help me out a lot. Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
It's always nice to have someone right there for you. But what's your favorite part about just being out here on days like this?
I just like getting out here and shooting, just trying to compete with other people.
Have you been hunting with your family before, or?
Yeah, I go hunting with my dad.
Oh, so you have that experience before,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. What gun are you shooting?
I'm shooting a 12 gauge.
And how long have you been shooting that?
Since last year.
Since last year, so you're pretty familiar with it?
Yeah.
And how do you think you did today?
I think I did pretty good.
You focus on the good things.
Mm-hmm.
Always nice to focus on those good things, move on to the next one. As it's just a whole lot of fun being out here, seeing you guys compete. It's really cool to see you guys out there. As I hope you had a good day. Hope you continue to have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good season.
Thank
you for joining us here. As it looks like we have one more person popping in here with us. You want to keep that. Do you want to introduce yourself for us?
I'm Ruby.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 7th grade.
And Ruby, last name?
Beckius.
Beckius. How long have you been shooting for?
This is my first year on the team.
Have you been hunting with your family before?
Yes.
So you've been doing this. You've been shooting for a while.
Yeah.
So you're quite familiar with what you're doing out here. Do you think that you've been having a good season? You having fun out there?
I've been having a decent season. I've been having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. A lot of good teammates.
Yeah.
Did you know a lot of people on this team before you signed up, or?
A little bit.
But you've obviously met a lot of more people.
Yeah.
A lot of old upperclassmen, those older teammates, really helping you out.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have those, isn't it? It's when you get that camaraderie, all these coaches that are out here always helping you guys out. It's nice to see. I've been asking everyone all these questions all day. I'm kind of running out of what to say, but what's your favorite part about just being out here?
All the supportive teammates.
That's the first time I've gotten that answer. It's nice to hear that. It's nice to hear that those teammates are supportive. It's always nice to hear that people are out here having fun on these. It's a whole lot of fun being here broadcasting these events. So it's always nice to hear that the athletes are always feeling the same way. Do you have any advice for anyone who is kind of considering joining trap, or you think that they should just jump right into it?
I think they should just jump right into it. It's a really fun sport.
Obviously, you don't need to be experienced before. We've talked to plenty of people who said they picked up a gun 6 weeks ago for the first time, and they're having a blast. So anyone interested, just go right for it. That's pretty much all we have here for today. Thank you for joining us, and have a good day. Have a good season.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm going to cut to this camera just so you're not staring at my belly. And I think that'll be just about it here. Thank you for tuning in here to NorthfieldLive.com. It's been a blast broadcasting this one for the last 3.5 hours. It's really flown by. It's been a whole lot of fun being out here. Thank you for tuning in here on NorthfieldLive.com. Thank you for watching and supporting the trap team. And thank you for just tuning in here on NorthfieldLive.com. I've been Joey Hudson, Lance Reister, and all the athletes and coaches that have joined us all day. A special thank you to all of them. Special thank you to the trap team who invited us here. And thank you for watching here on NorthfieldLive.com.